Hello? Hello, I am here. I have arrived, and the time has come to do this thing that I was totally planning to do this week and not last week. But we're here. We're actually doing it. And yeah. Hello and welcome to the stream. My name is Milad Solari, and today is a little bit different than what we usually do. Today we are having our post-campaign podcast / AMA for our D&D campaign that just ended recently, Ballads of a Lost Empire. It got up to 50 episodes, and it was like 16 months ago that we started it. Came to close recently, and today we are, after a little bit of a break, we are back to kind of just chill and talk about the campaign, some of the things we liked, disliked. I'm going to be checking some old clips from the campaign itself, kind of reminiscing, but also just talking about whatever. And I also have some questions, some trivia questions to ask the gang, and see how well they can they know the knowledge, their general knowledge of our campaign. Because I know too much. Because I've had to go through it a bunch and upload it, so I'm gonna make them deal with that as well. But yeah, most of us are here today. Well, most of us is actually coming late. Samir and Jeff Neat are here right now. I believe Kyle and Wilson will be joining in a bit later. They're going to be a bit late. And Ricky, I'm not sure if he can join, but if he does, it will be later. So we're not all here, but with the people we have, we'll just kind of sit down and have a talk. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and join the gang. Hello there.
Hello there.
Oh wow, that was almost simultaneous. Ah, there it is. There it is. I see that. Hang on, let me change my view.
Yes.
Go.
Jeremy, we'll call it the Christ corner.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're adding religious movies to the D100. I love it. Just a tie.
Really? Wow. Okay. Yes, this is. I didn't feel right wearing a suit because I've mostly worn this for the game, but I put on a tie for the occasion.
That works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Samir, we tried video calling with Samir, and his Discord immediately shut down. So we just changed his profile picture.
Is that why I just see penis in the chat?
Yes.
I was like, what happened?
Yes.
Did he die?
Yep.
Excellent. I'll take the. I mean, that's fine. I wasn't expecting everyone to have a camera on, anyways. Did you actually wear a suit though, Samir?
No.
Okay.
Yes, as far as you know.
Yeah.
Don't let the audience know.
I'm wearing just a tie. That's it.
Nice.
Only a tie.
I like the headcanon that you've just been naked for all of our sessions. And you just don't have
oh, my camera doesn't work. I'm doing air quotes.
We could all go shirtless. That is another option.
No,
we could. That doesn't break any. Does that break Twitch bylaws?
The TOS it
only female presenting nipples. Only female presenting nipples.
That's true. That's true.
I'll have to look it up, but it's a thin line for sure.
That's what we do in this campain. We go as close as we can.
We've definitely gone over the line. We definitely got over. Oh
yeah.
More than enough.
Constantly.
We can talk about. We can discuss that a little bit.
So Wilson and Kyle, I believe, are joining us a bit later. Ricky's a bit more iffy, but if he does, he said he'll be joining late.
That's
Riffy.
fine.
Riffy,
Riffy.
yeah. But
Thank you.
Japney, if you want, we can put the bot on for some music.
Oh yes.
And for one last time, we'll listen to this. It was
or you put the same music, or we could put like NPR style music because we have a podcast.
Yeah, as long as it's copyright free, I'm fine with it.
Do we have
I haven't seen any
suggestions? How do you actually activate the bot? I've never actually done it. I realized this new one.
Spotify Play.
You haven't turned it. No, it was the what's it fucking called?
The music channel. I think you just do
the AOD? It was a music channel. I thought you've done it before, or has it always been?
I don't think I have. Not with not since we switched from Rhythmbot, I think.
I see one from January 31st, but that's that was a while ago.
Okay, so it's just $sign Spotify Play, and then what's the link? What do we want to play?
We can do the same one that we did for the campaign, or if there's
let's do
copyright free smooth jazz.
Ooh, let's do that. Yeah.
Ooh. See, this is the part that hasn't been planned too well.
Yeah. You like jazz?
You like jazz?
He's a comedic
Smooth
genius.
cafe jazz.
Smooth cafe jazz.
Booth cafe baz. Okay, I have a playlist ready to go through these clips.
Let's do this one.
My fan isn't enough. Yeah, there it is. Ooh. Here, let me actually turn up the bot on Discord. Do like 85. Yeah? How's that sound? Bring it down a little bit.
I went to 75.
You went to 75? I'll do 75 too.
Yeah. This is no copyright coffee house jazz, calm jazz music, relax muse meditation.
Wait, yeah, that's what it's fucking said. Nice. Yeah, I guess we'll kind of like officially intro. Welcome to the post campaign podcast.
Yes.
Japanese Dollywall.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hello.
Japanese Dollywall. Samir. How do you pronounce your last name? Is it Naguib?
Naguib, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Samir Naguib.
Yes. Love it.
Mm-hmm. I will intro the rest when they eventually come, but I am Milad Solari. And respectively, our characters were...
are you pointing to me? I can't. It's different for me, so I can't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I am pointing to you.
Caraway Copperfinch / Embryo. And then Timothy Q. Barnum. Oh, and also Borbo Norrell at the start.
Yes.
I was looking through and I was like, Jeffney had like 5 characters. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had those 3. Well, the Borbo, we'll talk about this after the intros.
Yeah. Samir character.
I was Cole's Jadchin for literally 2 days, and Captain Zach Dorkar.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
I remember you guys killed me off a day I didn't even show up.
I think you were only for 1 day. The next day you were gone, so we had Cole's be like an NPC, and then Cole's died. But
and Wilson was like, "We killed your character. Make a new one."
Yeah, that was literally the message.
Yeah.
And I played Crete Isla, later renamed to Theseus or Theo. And we are.
Sorry, go ahead.
We are the players of Ballads of the Lost Empire.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So I forgot about Borbonaural until I revisited to find some clips. It's like, oh yeah, this was the thing that happened. So that one was scripted. That was something me and Wilson planned. It's like, I'll play this character to introduce my bounty hunter character.
Yeah, I remember Wilson being all like, hey, this fucking dwarf is gonna be with you at the start of the campaign. I was like, who's this guy? Who's this random dude? I just know now, apparently. All right.
Yeah, and so that was planned. Timothy was not exactly planned, but after I sort of died as Caraway, sacrificed myself kind of to impede the Warlock's plan. I was like, oh, can I like play a different character for a minute? That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look who decided to join us.
Why is your voice extra deep?
I just woke up from a nap. That's why.
Face boosted, Kyle.
Testing.
Hello.
Mic check.
We hear you. Quick introduction.
Hello to discern.
You actually joined right as we were finishing the introduction, so this is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
This is Kyle Richardson, and he played.
I'm Kyle Richardson, and I played D&D.
No, get him out of here! Get him the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
Where's your suit? Where the fuck's your
Right.
tie?
Oh shit!
Where's the fuck's
Okay,
your
give me a
tie?
second.
Put on a tie at least.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, I just realized this isn't fit to
Very bad.
screen. Wait, transform.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Snap.
All right.
Oh, that's not the right thing. Interesting. Oh, nice. Apparently I already had a Discord thing up. Nice. Yes, Kyle not doing the best job. He played Henry Spanky Thoreau in the campaign.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, wait, no.
The young and then old wizard.
Yes.
Old, half young.
Yeah. Sort of like a detective baby like
Horizontal
situation.
wise. Yes.
But yeah, back to like the topic of switching out Timothy. At what point did you like decide, oh, I want to be this character instead?
So me and Wilson, it was actually like a randomized system of. So I thought it'd be cool if Caraway like had a chance of maybe reverting back to his, construct form when we exited the astral plane. Yeah. Just for dramatic purposes. And so then we came up with like a rolling table on that. And then on that rolling table, we also decided to add that, like, okay, what if also it's chance that it's just Timothy and he goes instead? And that's the one that ended up happening.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
When I switched characters from Caraway to Timothy.
Yeah, well, the rolling I got, but
yeah.
I guess the question was, did you prefer being Timothy over Caraway?
Not from a character perspective, but from a gameplay perspective, yes. Because bards are cool.
It's hard to complain to that.
Yeah, and yeah, it just felt... I also just felt Timothy gelled with the group a little bit more, whereas Caraway was kind of always at odds. He was kind of the only one with the moral compass.
I was looking back at some stuff, and it was literally Caraway being like, we probably shouldn't do this. And then Crete would be like, maybe you're right, and then everyone else is already killing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so, I didn't want to be that guy. I didn't want to be like the role that the paladin's supposed to play that Ricky didn't all play.
The complete opposite character that Ricky made. It's Petra's an anomaly.
Yeah, so it's just like, all right, let me just play a guy who doesn't want to murder, but is like fine with other people around him murdering ultimately. So that's kind of partially how Timothy was born.
Yeah.
Wait, did Caraway have a compass? I thought he was just like a Lone Ranger guy.
He was, but he very much had like a, hey, don't eat like these slaves' brains. I remember that was one of the moments.
Oh, that's one I should have added. Damn it.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. I do think that character was cool, but like, we weren't a very character-based group.
I think we all kind of lost our compasses as the campaign went.
Oh, definitely.
Right.
It's really more of a matter of like how quickly that went, because like Petra was like immediately, like a couple episodes in, Petra immediately was a murder hobo. And then the rest of us kind of like followed.
Right.
Yeah, well, so we started off more character focused, and I think it was especially when we went to the Astral Sea. That's when the campaign sort of became much more zany, and we sort of followed by becoming much more just heightened. I think
I looked back at the whole playlist that I have on YouTube of our campaign. You can check out now.
Yes.
It's literally that episode when we start in the Astral Sea that things are like, ooh, wacky spaceships, but they're actual ships, that kind of stuff. We had like actual like kind of backgrounds and character motivations for like what we thought was going to come in the campaign. Like the thing with Petra was like revenge against his teacher.
That's right.
What?
That went out the door the moment we went to the Astral Sea, and I think it wasn't brought up again until the end of the campaign.
Yep.
Because his like girlfriend broke up with him or something. He decided to become
it was something. He was like a student, I believe. Ricky could actually say if he comes in, but he was like a student. Then he studied, which is hilarious with how Petra actually is. I think he had a negative intelligence score. So that's just like a funny little backstory thing.
Well, I feel like it's also because like the only plot line that Wilson chose to follow, at least immediately, is yours.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, we didn't get to it immediately, but my character kind of ended up being the one that was like, oh, we'll do that one.
Right.
We were so like disparate. I'd like to hear about him talk about the original plans when he gets here, and like how derailed we were by the Astral Sea thing. But I think it's just so like we were so disparate.
Yeah.
That when we came back, we needed like a thing, and he was just like, "All right, Crete story. That's the thing. That's the one we'll follow."
That was the one to like pull us, like give us a reason to like be in the material plane, I guess.
Yeah. Right.
A reason to be doing anything.
The exact moment that I think we started derailing actually was Cole's dying. Samir's original.
That early.
When Cole's died was when we kind of unanimously was like, all right, we're gonna kill this guy, right? Or we're gonna die trying. And
that's right. That's right.
And Wilson was telling us like this is like a high level thing. You're probably gonna die if you. And we're like, we don't fucking care. We're going in.
That's true. That's right.
And then we started taking short rests in actual dungeons.
That's right.
As one does. Yes.
Yeah.
One does.
But yeah, our beginnings, while not held true I think we were still able to get our fun out of it.
Yeah, definitely. I would like to play a character like Caraway again. Maybe like bring him back. Sort of a is there an example of an existing character being brought into like a new series?
I feel like there is, but I don't remember.
There must be.
Star Wars probably somewhere.
Fast and Furious.
Oh,
It's like
Where?
Justin Lin's first movie, where it was Better Luck Tomorrow, and he basically imported the character of Han from Better Luck Tomorrow into Tokyo Drift and made Tokyo Drift.
That's right. Yeah, you're telling us about that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Or every
think
movie that Samuel L. Jackson's in.
I would just like to. I'd like to do something like that and just import that character into a new thing. Maybe that's a little more serious the whole way through.
I kind of did that with a previous character with Gimgen. Samir, you probably don't know it because it was our previous campaign to this one. And he was actually the one I had you print out, Samir. But yeah,
really?
Yeah, he was like a previous character that I didn't get to like develop or work on much because like the thing I was doing just ended. So I like brought him back into that campaign and I was like, I'm gonna do him right, and then I didn't. I looked back at the stats. Shit. But yeah. I'm curious about Zach's backstory because I don't think we might have gotten Zach's backstory, but
yes, the Zach story.
Zach story, yeah.
The Zach story.
To be honest, Wilson made this character for me when he killed Coles, yeah.
He's like, sorry,
so I kind of made up a backstory as I went. Like it was kind of, I was kind of like easy to put one together when we were in the Astral Sea, where he was on the ship that we all commandeered, as like a first mate. Yeah, that was pretty much it. I think the next campaign I do want to get a character I flesh out more. I've been thinking of playing a Bard rogue multi-class, having it kind of like an Egyptian deity background.
Bunch of expertise. There he is.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
We don't know when we'll do a 5e campaign again. In like a year.
I am also wearing a suit, but I don't have a camera, so.
That's fine. Real quick.
I don't believe you.
Welcome.
Send a picture. Post a picture in the Discord.
Post it and send it in the Discord.
I'm actually I'm actually wearing just like a collared shirt, but I'm not. I'm just.
Wearing a tie?
No.
Damn.
I'm actually just leaving the event I was at, so I'm like in my.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Excellent.
What event?
Yeah. So
real quick, welcome to Andrew Wilson. He was our blank for the campaign. Fill in the blank, Wilson.
Hi. Yeah, I'm actually. I don't know if you guys could hear me, but I'm in my car driving home.
I can hear
so.
Yes. Yeah, we heard you.
Drive safe.
Yeah, please.
Cool. Thanks. Really cool. So yeah, I was the dungeon master. I was the creepy little girl who attacked the Crete. I was
Sunflower. I remember.
The guy who killed Coles. I was the one who made most of the party eat brains.
You didn't make them do it. They did it of their own volition.
Well, I encouraged. I was the football coach. I was the football coach who didn't make the players do prayer during the middle of a game.
What?
At Supreme Court. Yeah, and then I was also the one who killed and then allowed to be resurrected Crete, thus completing his Jesus allegory. So.
I am Jesus. I should have renamed him
Ironically-
Jesus.
Ironically, Petra's the one who became a god, but
Yeah.
such is life in Latvia.
If you want, Wilson, you can like hang up and wait till you're home, so you don't have to.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm not driving very far. I'm just.
Okay. Okay.
Keep your eyes on the road.
Yeah.
My eye. What else am I gonna look at? Your ugly faces, like.
Our ties. Yeah. We know they're distracting.
Look at my
Wearing suits,
Kramer
kind of.
icon. Look
We're
at
looking good tonight.
look at Kramer.
I just got in the crash because I was staring at Simone's Kramer icon.
Your Honor, in my client's defense, he was looking at a Kramer icon.
It was funny. So I
Pretty
actually.
sure that'll hold up.
So Samir, you actually brought up a question I had written down. And the question was, what is a possible character you have in the future whenever we end up doing another D&D 5e campaign?
Okay, yeah.
This is for everyone, including Wilson, if he's playing.
Oh.
I was very inspired by Moon Knight and my own heritage, I guess, to create a rogue bard master multi-class and name him after some Egyptian deity like Amut-Ra or Khonshu or something like that.
Nice.
That's cool.
I would like to
Creative.
play
I like that.
something other than a rogue because I felt like where I did have a lot of good sneak and lockpicking abilities, I feel like the 2 attacks that I had for the entire campaign kind of got a little stale. So, yeah.
Rogues kind of are like the most, like, I guess like autopilot is the word.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to like.
Really?
Yeah, they're like skill monkeys.
Well-
They're not damage. Their damage doesn't scale as well as the rest of their like stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Um.
Rogue is also just a really good like 2-level dip. If you really just want 2 levels in something on any martial character, it's really good.
Yeah. I think Rogue and Fighter are the 2 that you can take for any martial, and it'd be good.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 levels in fighter or 2 levels in rogue, or
Yeah.
both. Why not
Or-
both?
Yeah.
Action.
Oh, continue.
I just did a thumbs up in my car.
No, I saw that. I got it. I saw that.
Yeah, we got you.
I guess we'll go in counterclockwise order. So Kyle, what is a possible character you are thinking about playing in the future?
Oh, I don't fucking know. I have no idea. I always think of these things at the last minute.
I'll come
I feel like
back
spur
then.
of the moment.
Do you have
Spur of the
like
moment
a
is best.
class?
Yeah,
class
yeah.
in mind?
I mean, I just
like
kind of
a-
want to try things I haven't tried before. So,
Okay.
like, sorcerer, because I was like a wizard this time,
Yeah.
but I was kind of more of a. I'm gonna start out as an illusion wizard, but then I got like fireball, and I was like, oh,
And Grease.
and grease, yes.
Anyways.
So, because sorcerers have like a few spells that do a lot of damage, right?
Yeah.
Is that like the sorcerer thing? From what I've gathered.
It's a little more complicated.
Well, they have the same damage spells as wizard, but they like have shit they can do to like do multiple spells around that do damage and,
Yeah.
and target multiple targets with damage
Right.
spells and shit like that.
That meta
Yeah.
magic thing you got as part of your wizard that's like the main feature of sorcerers.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, that's
Because then I can grease and fireball at the same time. That's all.
I don't think
Yeah,
I don't think that's how it works, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, you
Right.
can do sorcerer is fun because you don't get very many spells, but you can do a lot of different things with those spells
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because of meta magic.
Yeah.
because of meta magic.
That's cool.
You can do like those like I don't. There's like that ProZD video where it's like when you have a really good turn in a card game.
Yeah.
That's like when you're playing a sorcerer and you can dump all of your resources in one round.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
I will be on in a second. Thank you.
Okay. That or rogue. I think a rogue would be cool to try. I don't think I've done a rogue before.
Didn't you play a rogue in?
Oh yeah, I was like a.
Your archer.
I was gonna be a ranger.
Yeah.
I was gonna be a ranger,
right, yeah.
and you guys were like, "Don't do ranger. Ranger sucks. Do this."
Ranger
instead."
does suck. Yeah.
Why?
It wasn't great. A rogue archer
just...
build wasn't great either, but ranger is not good.
I would argue ranger now. Like at the time that you were making that character, probably not as great, but I think ranger now is actually pretty solid. I'd be a ranger.
Subclasses, yeah.
The new subclasses and the optional class features that they added, I think, is a lot better. I would pick a ranger over a rogue.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
They also get spells, so I think that's just a lot more helpful.
I don't know. I want to like try new things. So next time I might just die purposefully and then create a new character multiple times.
That's what I did when I get bored. I just like be like, hey, Wilson, I'm doing a new character.
Kill me.
Yeah, I should have done that with my character a while ago, but that's alright. Druid is also a cool idea, I think.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things I could do. I don't know. We'll decide later.
Yeah. It's probably going to be a while before we actually have this campaign thing happen.
What happened to Kyle?
What
happened to Kyle?
I'm here. I'm still here.
Oh, I think it's my connection. Turned into like.
Is it a bit pixely for Kyle?
Yeah.
It's a little bit for me, but I can still see him fine.
I can still see him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can still see me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess moving on to me. I've had thoughts of actually being either like a cleric or a druid next time. I've had leaning more towards cleric. I had the thought of I wanted to be like the race I was looking at was like the Simic hybrid, which are like the animal hybrid race, where they get like spliced with another animal. Yeah, and so there's like 3 versions. There's like the land one, there's the one that can fly, and there's the one that can swim. And I picked the 3rd one, the swimming one. And I had the thought of what happened in this campaign, and I realized, my character can be like a war domain cleric, and their patron can be the Ocean Master. They can be like the champion of the Ocean Master. And so I named that character River Duke.
River Duke.
Is that the Ocean Master?
That's the Ocean my character I was thinking of would be like a war domain cleric who is an aquatic Simic hybrid. And his patron is the Ocean Master.
So he'd be the River Duke.
Yep.
Or the Lake Lord.
Isn't River Duke like a... No, I'm thinking of Riverdale.
Ew.
Yeah.
Dimmadale.
Dimsdale. Japneet. What thoughts do you have?
I mean, I have the opposite thing with Kyle, that I have so many that I also just kind of pick in the moment. But the like 2 that I have had brewing for like a while is I want to do something like a cleric or a paladin, but not, rooted into like Western or Greco-Roman inspired mythology. Like I think it'd be cool to do something with like Yama, who's like the Hindu god of death. In mythology, he's like the first person to ever have died. And then he like in the afterlife became the ultimate judge and essentially god of where people go and assigning retribution. So I think to be like a death cleric or maybe like an oath of vengeance paladin.
Or like a grave one, whatever the other
Grave Domain, yeah.
Grave Domain.
I like Grave Domain.
Yeah, or even like a warlock of some kind, I think.
There's the undead warlock patron, but I don't know if that works the same because it's kind of the opposite of death.
There's also the Oathbreaker paladin if you're thinking paladin route.
Well, you could be like a, almost like, I think it'd be cool to be maybe a paladin or a warlock where your punishment is some form of undeath.
Oh, eternal torment.
Yeah, right.
You get your spleen ripped out every day by an eagle.
There's a
part of your long rest.
Like basically, you get like returned. There's something you love doing or something you love in particular, and you get returned to life, and you can't experience it. That's like the punishment, something like that.
You were a chef.
I think it would be. Yeah,
and everything
the chef eat, but you can't. You have the chef eat, but you can't eat your own treats.
Fuck! I would not play this game. Absolutely.
Yeah, you could, something like that. I think that would be cool. The other idea I have is like a ghost, so like a family. He comes from like a long line of this family that's haunted in some way. This guy, and it would be some kind of spellcaster multi-class and an Echo Knight.
Ooh.
For anyone that doesn't know, an Echo Knight is someone that can basically summon an echo of themselves. And it's a ridiculously powerful class. But yeah, it's a fighter subclass. You can like summon an echo of yourself, and instead of attacking with your own placement, you can attack with them. You can switch places with them with like a bonus action.
Are you familiar with the Ghost Lance, Japneet? I'm gonna send this to you. I'm gonna send this to you. It's a warlock.
Echo Knight?
Echo Knight build, yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is it like Hexblade and Echo
cool.
Knight?
No, it's I don't know if it's specifically Hexblade, but
Hexo Knight?
Hexo Knight.
Yeah, so it's an undead. It says any patron can work.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah.
But yeah.
So I would like to do maybe something with that. Just something with Echo Knight, I think would be really cool.
Yeah.
And I'd like to flavor it as like a ghost or something. Yeah. I've had Undead on the mind. I've been playing some Call of Cthulhu, so it's been
there is a reborn lineage race that you can play as in D&D.
Right, yeah.
So that's I like it.
Yeah. Those are my two big ones, I think.
Nice.
All right. Wilson, typically the one DMing, what would be a character you would most likely make or are thinking of making and playing in the future?
I have a gajillion. Just like Japanese. But yeah, a couple of ones that I think kind of stand out. Some kind of a pet class that's Steve Irwin.
Shepherd Druid.
Yeah, Shepherd Druid or like some kind of ranger. I would like to play I have a paladin, a bard paladin, and then that's a fun one. Some kind of the character is you're a multi-class, either a multi-class between. It's like an archaeologist character that's like an arcane trickster. The Lady Curator, who's either 2 levels in Divination Wizard and then Arcane Trickster, or just Arcane Trickster with the Ritual Caster feat. And you're just like an archaeologist who's like looking for things.
Nice.
If for like an evil campaign or one shot, I'd want to play like an evil light domain cleric based on Jean-Claude Frollo from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Yeah, I want to play at some point like a halfling Swarmkeeper Ranger named Hap E Go Lucky. I want to play.
We're not ready for this conversation, but I think Frollo's a bard.
Sure, I'll take it. But I think like strictly he. Yeah. What was the one?
Because he's not. Because he's a fraud. I think he's actually a bard.
Yeah, he's not a real believer.
Yeah.
I would say. Where do we have Oath of Devotion Paladin, who is the barmaid at the tavern that you start at.
There we go.
And a goblin wizard who he's conflicted because his tribe he found a spell book somewhere, and then he accidentally cast a spell that hurt a bunch of his people, and so he got banished from his tribe, and so he's been just kind of traveling around trying to do good in the world, but he can't go back to his tribe, so he's taken the name Hedge because he's a hedge wizard. And yeah, I think also the last one I'll say is Otto, who is a Clockwork Soul auto gnome.
Good to have you. Clockwork Soul is cool.
Clockwork Soul is cool, but it's one of those where I feel like I struggle to find a good thematic way to play it, but that is one where I want to. That's the one. So those are the main ones. Also, I'll say those are the main ones.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Undead Warlock. This shit is a crazy 1-level dip.
Yes, it's very good. I think it'd be very good on Paladin or on Conquest Paladin. It's very good dip on Conquest Paladin.
Dread is pretty good.
It's a very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back to that archaeologist idea, though. I have a character that I'm kind of making for my brother's campaign, and he's like a Gith Zerai wizard.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm probably gonna put him in School of the what is it? Chronergy, the time one.
Oh, the broken one.
Yes. just the one broken one. But yeah, and his whole thing was he's traveling the universe. It's kind of like a Spelljammer campaign. And he's literally I will find the answer to everything.
He's 800 years old.
Yeah, he's off his fucking rockers, and he's yeah. But sick. We got some possible characters you may end up seeing in the future. I think we have enough people here for me to do our first trivia question.
Oh,
are we allowed to answer or no? Is that chat or
no, it's you guys.
We are answering. Yeah, we're the ones answering.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
and also we're most of chat though, right?
Yeah. So you guys will actually be answering in the Twitch chat just so it can appear on the stream overlay, but also so I can see it. So how this is gonna work is that you will have a limited amount of time to try to figure out the answer. You want to try to get as close as you can to it. After the time limit has ended is when you will have to input your answer. Wait till the time limit ends just to avoid any possible spamming. If you take too long to answer after the end of the time limit, you will be disqualified.
Kicked off stream.
I will kill you.
No.
And each of these, whoever gets them right gets a prize. So these are answers pertaining to the campaign itself. And for this first question, you will have 30 seconds to answer it. Or to think of your answer. Let me go ahead and pull up a timer real quick. These are mostly like number-based answers, so it's not like I'm having you write a short answer or anything.
Okay, and then are these questions about the campaign? Are they Dungeons and Dragons questions in general? Are we going to be doing like Matt Mercer rules lawyer? Like
No, it's not. These are specific to the campaign.
okay.
All right. I believe I've explained everything. Does anybody have any questions before I present the first question?
So we're just typing our answer into the chat and then spamming it as quickly as we can.
I'm not gonna get any.
No, don't spam it. wait till I say put your answers in.
Okay.
Which will be after the 30 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah. So wait till the timer's up.
Got it.
Yeah, just in case you misspelled anything or you want to change your answer.
Sure.
Yeah. After I say the question, the timer will begin.
Okay.
All right. The other trivia questions I'll say later in the stream, but for this first one,
Okay.
the question is, how many episodes was Kyle in? Time starts now.
That's a good question.
Time
That
has
is a good
already
question.
started.
Oh, fuck.
I don't even know that
That's a good question, though. Yeah.
That is a good question. I'm gonna get. I think it was more than half.
10 seconds.
So
10 seconds.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and input your answers now.
Oh wow.
we were all very close together.
Who is missing?
Kyle.
Large smooth. Is that you, Kyle?
47.
That is not.
Gotta be.
What?
There's a lot of faith in Kyle.
Yeah, you guys have a lot of faith in Kyle, especially Kyle. It says you're a first-time chatter. Is that true, Kyle?
It's the first time he's chatted.
I think so.
maybe.
Wow.
Large
Kyle.
smooth.
Makes
Oh,
sense.
that's
That makes
Kyle.
sense.
Oh,
All right.
Okay.
What's the answer?
You guys have more faith in Kyle. The answer
really?
is 23.
That was my original
Really?
answer.
Wait.
No, I
Yeah.
changed it.
No way.
You were
It's
just
less than half.
You were just
I would
shy
not
of
have
That
had
was
half.
confusing. That was confusing. The last campaign. This one.
What?
The one that we played not on
Last-
stream.
The one that was definitely less than
We didn't?
47 sessions.
there were no episodes.
There were no
I have no
episodes.
concept of time.
There are no episodes. Now take off your pants.
Yeah, so the answer is 23. The person who got closest to that is Samir. Congratulations,
But we all
Samir.
went over. Is it Price is Right rules or?
It is
Yeah.
whoever's closest is the rule.
Okay, got it.
Because then nobody
Nice
would
work, Samir.
get this thing. Yeah. It was 23 episodes. Kyle was in them consecutively from episode 1 to 16.
Mhm.
After that is when it
Wow,
became
that's
more
it?
sporadic. Yeah.
I didn't realize
I
that
can't
was
believe-
so early.
I can't believe we fought the Warlock for the second time on the ship within 16 episodes.
Yeah. That was after that
Yeah,
fight.
nothing.
was
You guys
when
were only
left.
level 5, so you
Yeah.
were about 3
That's
sessions.
crazy.
That's usually what
I
I
guess
aim
it's like-
for.
4 months. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
And then you were back sporadically throughout. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not even a full, or not even half of it. But
Dang.
Samir, you got
How many were there total?
50.
50.
So just about half.
50, exactly 50. Yeah.
Exactly,
Exactly 50. Okay.
exactly 50.
Yeah.
Not as many as I thought there were.
As was always the plan.
Yes.
Yes.
We hit that
Yeah.
exactly.
By design.
Congratulations, Samir. I will be sending you a $10 gift card to Amazon later.
A word?
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you.
I said there were prizes.
We get prizes
Oh,
per
sure.
question. It's not just the winner at the end.
It's per question, yes.
Wow.
Gotta
Okay.
start
The
trying to
prize-
use this shit.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah,
All right.
there's only 3 questions I got, so it's not a whole
Okay.
lot.
That's
But-
still. I mean,
Can I
that's not.
trade $10 of Amazon for $10 worth of Milad merch on your store?
Let me fucking. We'll talk about this later.
Yeah. Okay.
But the questions will be getting more difficult as we get to
Okay.
them. Less time to answer and just harder questions in general. But the prizes will also increase as we continue on. And by that, I mean they increase of increments of $5.
All right. I have a question for Samir. Can you go into a little bit more detail about the essay or the research paper that you did based on our roles?
Yes. Okay, let me pull it up real quick.
Yeah.
So,
do you have it? Okay.
For
I do.
context,
This was my. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, for context, Samir, for your stats final, basically tested to see if Roll20 was biased in any way. So he was keeping track of our rolls, and he wrote a paper on it.
Yes, and I got 100 on it. So
He did.
yeah,
Nice.
Roll20 or this campaign was crucial in academia. That's like objective.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, this was an
That's
academic study.
Yeah. This is somewhere
Take
in
that, Critical Role.
exactly.
Yeah, fuck off, Critical Role.
Yeah.
Mercer, eat your heart out.
Post it in the Discord chat, and I can post it in the Twitch chat for people to view if they want.
Yeah, let me make it a Google Drive first. That might be
Yeah.
easier. So
What was the
While I'm-
finding?
what?
What was the finding? What did you determine?
Oh, so it was completely unbiased. Roll
Okay.
Yeah.
per player,
Yeah.
per night, per level. Like there was no bias, and even like the amount of hours someone has in Roll20. For instance, like Wilson has 10 times the amount of hours in Roll20 than I do.
I
Right.
wonder why. Let's see what I'm at right now. I'm curious.
I'm
How
curious.
many
Oh, yeah,
hours
let's
I'm
all
at
let's
right
all
now.
check.
Let's all check our Roll20 hours.
Yeah. How do you do that?
3,572 right now.
Where is
I'm
it?
at 522.
It's called being a DM.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
also
we're-
I was running,
You know, here, put them in the chat.
I'm running like 4 games.
167.
749.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
I've been a member since the beginning of 2019, so that probably.
Yeah,
I was.
I've also
2020.
DM'd multiple campaigns, but my DMing is, taking like 2 physical notes, then being like, "Hey, welcome to fucking Zoopity Doo Town. We're investing in murder."
Well, 5e, a lot
Yeah.
of it for my DMing is like monkeying with monsters, and sometimes I'll have
Yeah.
my Roll20 open just for having like a map or something.
Yeah,
Mm.
I also I've DM'd a lot of like Pathfinder and stuff, and I have to do those encounters like outside Roll20 anyway. So.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So-
I've started DMing for my group recently, so mine's been bumping up as I've had to use Roll20 more to like make shit. And then
But my laptop is so slow. Share.
All right.
Yeah. it's
But
been-
yeah, all in all, it was a very good project, and I put in like pictures of us playing, and like I described all of the some of the successful and less successful encounters that we had, and used those
Oh,
statistics.
did you really?
Yeah,
Okay,
like
actually, I wanna read
I put the encounter when Malad died.
Yeah,
It's
I
one of
remember.
the-
I remember one of the fucking pictures was literally me with my head in my hand, just fucking like done with everything.
as your character lay
Yeah.
dead.
It was literally him dead, and it's like, oh, this is the picture we should use for this
Yeah.
project.
Here's
Yeah,
the link,
that's
the
great.
Google Drive link
Mm.
in the Twitch chat.
All right.
Perfect, and it didn't do anything to it. Nice. Oh, I need to request access.
Do you actually?
Yes, is
Oh, I
access
think you'll need to make it public.
Yeah, you'll have to
You need
make
to
it
change it to
public.
like anyone with the link.
Anyone
Yeah.
with the link.
That happens like
There's, like,
80% of the time on
share
Google
thing.
Drive. I
Mhm.
noticed this.
Yeah.
Disregard that first one. Here's the new one.
There.
Can I
Yeah.
delete?
There
I'm
we
not a
go.
mod. Am I not a mod? Can I not delete?
I can delete that first one, but it's already gone. At least for viewing. Let me. Yeah, I'll just get rid of it. I don't know why I can't now.
27 pages.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Wow, pages.
There we go. Deleted that message. Yeah. Let me look for that picture.
And this accounted for Ricky's rolls. There was still no bias. That's what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah,
Wow.
he rolls 20s on the Arcana check to tell if the hat was
That's another-
not magical.
Yes.
That was another curious thing. I was maybe in like the future we can track this. Is I was very interested in like big moment rolls versus the
Yeah.
normal everyday rolls.
Yeah.
That's something I'd
true.
be interested in seeing as well. Yeah.
We could, yeah. Next campaign, we should definitely do that.
Boss
Yeah.
Well, I love that Boss Battles has an interrobang. That's very dramatic. Boss Battles?
We need more interrobangs and things.
Dang.
Uh,
Just buy me dinner first. You didn't put it in the actual document though. It's just Boss Battles. There's no interrobang. 0 out of 10.
Is there not?
Yes.
No, where's the anti?
On page 18, there's no interrobang on the title Boss Battles.
Why would there be?
Because there's one in the table of contents at the beginning.
Oh,
Literally
yeah.
unwatchable.
Yeah.
come on.
It's a
Oh,
document.
yeah.
Where's
You know
the
what? That was
consistency?
probably at like... That was at like 2 a.m.
Unforgivable.
Yeah, classic.
Player versus
taking-
player?
By taking a quick glance at the histograms, it seemed that Petra, or the Ocean Master, had the best luck of the party.
What?
That's so
What?
funny.
Yeah.
Ricky's just a
All
doomer.
right.
How about
Yeah,
that?
Yeah. One of my questions to ask you guys was like, who would you rate from worst to best, the best rollers in the group? And I scrapped it because I was like, the bottom one's gonna be Ricky.
Well, apparently it's Ricky, then me, even though I could have sworn we would be the bottom two. I
Yeah.
just played a class that...
Didn't
This is
roll
when I
very
was
much.
Timothy. Well, I just played a class that had like plus 15 to everything that
Yeah,
mattered.
I was gonna say you and Ricky kind of had the same roles. You just had way better modifiers.
That's why you gotta play bards.
Yeah.
Bards are very
Yeah.
bards are fun
Wilson,
and cool.
I do have the explanation for the table of contents. It's like boss battles, and then when you get to page 18, it is boss battles.
Boss battles. Disappointing.
Yeah,
What?
but you gotta wait. Like the table of contents is like, oh, maybe you're gonna see boss battles, and then it actually happens.
Not how
Sure.
table of contents works. Tables of content. Tables of
Table.
contents.
Table bomb.
Table
It's
of
a table of
contents.
it's a table of foreshadowing.
Table of foreshadowing. Yes.
The
I will-
random
I will
number
read
generator
this
used for
whole
the
thing.
rolls seem to be truly random, and there is no evidence that the DM has had better odds over the party, or that more experienced members roll better than newer ones. I
Table
love
of
it.
potential contents.
Where was my rules?
Table of
I love that the
potential
reference is miladsolari.twitch.
Yeah, I'm a reference.
So good.
I'm a reference in a
Yeah.
fucking academic
In
paper. Get fucked.
in APA format.
In APA.
Yeah, in APA.
Milad.
It's like 2 references too, which is the funny part.
I love it.
This is great.
Yeah.
I'll
Good
read
stuff.
this whole thing later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Uh,
So yeah, that's what I was most curious about asking.
Okay. Can I don't know if this question is on your list or not, but can I see if I can ask a question?
Of course, if anybody, I only have like 5 questions.
Okay.
So if
This might be on your
anyone-
list because it's a pretty obvious one, but
Right.
I would say best session and everyone name their best session and worst session
Ooh.
without saying which is which.
Okay.
Okay.
I do not have that.
I
on
can
here.
I can go right now, I think.
Go for it.
I'm gonna pull up that
The
playlist.
session where we acted out the Matrix movies,
Of course.
and the
What?
session where we fought the fort of zombies.
beginning.
I wonder which one is which.
Woo, woo.
That one's
I guess I'll go next. Best session is the one where.
No! Don't say
Don't
which.
say
Don't
which
say
one.
which.
Oh no, I'm saying what
Don't say which.
happened.
Don't say which is the best and which is the worst.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Name 2 sessions.
I'll switch. Or
Well, tell us.
Okay. The session where Crete died, and the session where I got that natural 100.
Oh,
yes.
Andy. All right.
Yes,
Get
that's
Andy
good.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I don't think you were there.
You remember most of the campaign.
I don't remember most of what I was there for. So.
So that's true. Kyle, best session, worst session?
Oh god. The one with the land surveyor now.
Okay.
So many, but
there were a few, but okay.
The other one with the land surveyor now.
What?
Right.
fuck it.
What was the other? What are the two with the land surveyor gnome?
He was only in 23
There's the
episodes.
one-
You only remember half of those.
I know there was the one at the where you guys went into the lion.
Yeah, there was that one. There was also one, I think, when we first went to like the Warlocks experiment manor. Like
That's right.
The Lizardmen. The
Yeah.
Lizardmen too.
The Lizard Man. That's right. Yeah.
Mhm.
Did you guys
There
land
was that
survey
too.
them, or did you just
I
think
massacre
so.
them?
We did land survey them, but then
Yeah.
we were
It's
caught.
true, land sur. I love that
So
land
we
survey
ended
has
up
become a verb.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Because it is, Wilson. What do you mean?
I would also, by the way, answering an earlier question, I would like to play like an actual land surveyor and just be that character as like my actual character at some point. I think that'd be
The prequel campaign.
Yeah, it's a prequel to.
Ooh.
He's like a deity in the lore of the existing world, and you sort of have like a prequel showing how he got there.
Ah.
Yes. Wait, I'm down for a prequel campaign where it's like half the length of the regular campaign.
Yeah.
No.
Samir.
Oh, okay. Not supposed to say which is which.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one where we reenact Lord of the Rings, and then the
Solid.
one where Crete kills several civilians because by slipping on grease.
By slipping on grease.
That's right.
Oh, also just another like runner-up for one of those. I won't say which. Trains.
Ah,
Trains,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a good runner-up.
Oh fuck, I missed that.
Yep.
You missed the trains. You missed the trains. Yeah.
It's the trains.
The one thing I was excited for.
What about you, Wilson?
I'll say I'll say just maybe moment when I'll say actually the session just before the Battle of Brindle. I thought that one was really one of the sessions of all time. Where Timothy like flies out on Dumby and like summons a storm, and everyone's like on the wall preparing for war.
Yeah.
And then, I gotta go with. I gotta agree with Jabneet that one of the sessions of all time was the zombie one, the zombie session.
Yeah.
That took like, and the immortal zombie.
You
Yeah.
killed Coles.
No, that was
No.
the one Coles
Was that
was
where Coles
introduced.
No,
No,
Coles
no,
died.
Coles
Coles was
was-
killed by the
yeah.
warlock.
That was the one where Coles was
right.
introduced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
that was the one where Coles was
Yeah.
introduced.
Yeah.
Nice.
Those are all truly some of the sessions of all
Those are
time.
some of the sessions of all time. Yep.
Truly.
Yeah.
If anybody else has a question, please feel free to bring it up or say it.
You put together like a
Uh,
montage thing. Is that why you asked for the clips?
Well, I had like a playlist ready to show.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
At some point
Do you
during
want to
the
like
stream.
show a couple and react to them, perhaps?
Yeah, we
Oh,
could
yeah,
do
yeah.
that.
Alright.
Yeah, we can actually start that.
All right, let's don't show them all. Let's just do a few, and we can sort of.
Yes. I'm on the wrong playlist. Okay. So how this is gonna work is I'm gonna share my screen on Discord. While also playing it for stream. So I'll be like controlling the whole viewing experience.
Okay.
Master.
Right? Yes. Okay, go live. There we go. It will also show up here. Nice. And I have to change this to my. Excuse you.
The life and death of Borbo Norl.
Yep.
Was session 11 where Spanky loses his legs?
That's
No, it was the
sounds
session
right.
behind. It was the session.
It says
before.
not a leg to stand on.
It was because the 10th one was the
I
one
think
where we
that's-
lost it. The 11th one was when
We
went
named
there
him.
to
We
fix
named
it.
him before. We named him before. Remember? So that wouldn't be what it was
That
called.
makes sense. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
Yeah. Let me go ahead.
It's loading for me. It's not
Same here.
On
showing up.
on the Discord.
I can see. I'm watching your live Discord.
Yeah, the
It works
live
for- it's
Discord
working
is
for
what I'm
me.
showing.
It's working for me.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll just do that.
Yeah. So that we're like in sync and stuff. I'll send the unlisted playlist to you guys after. So if you guys ever want to just like look at it on your own. So the first clip I have is actually the intro to the campaign. So this was like how we started it and how we showed it off to the people watching and all that. Yeah. So this is the intro. Oh, also let me know how the sound is because I don't know how sharing screen works with sound.
Put the jazz all the way down.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put the jazz down too.
Yeah.
Sorry, jazz.
I think I'll keep it.
I'll keep it
It's a
just a
little
little low.
ambiance.
I'll just keep it a little low. Yeah, 20% is good. Okay. So yeah, this is the intro to the campaign.
It's day 2 of your journey up the mountain. You are accompanying a package of medicine up to the Goliath town of Anadir, along with an orc merchant by the name of Eagle Doricor. The snow around you, it's okay, but you know, the snow around you is thicker than even a orc native to this mountainside would be used to. And he soon calls back to you. I think we need to stop. You pull the wagon over into a small cave, but before you can set up camp, your visibility drops to almost 0. It's a full whiteout, and then suddenly, a figure steps out of the snow. He's wearing a black robe with a symbol on it that you don't recognize. I need everyone to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
I'll stop her right there. But yeah. That is the first thing we were shown confronted with when we started the campaign.
Is that where Borbo dies? Is that that moment?
It
So
is
they
right. It is a
everyone
bit
gets
after
frozen,
that, yeah.
and then he goes and kills Borbo, and then you guys, he kind of like sends you guys into that intro dungeon.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dungeon.
But yeah, that's how it all started. with this jank setup I had.
That's right.
When I will say, when I was like going through all this again, I was very like tempted to be like, I don't want to do the early stuff. You see the hydrate.
Yeah.
I have a question. When did wagon become a banned word? Which
that wasn't in this campaign. That was before this
one
campaign.
shot.
Yeah, that was before this campaign.
Right.
You were there for that. You were there for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was Samir's first time
remember.
playing D&D.
I think so. Yeah.
That was a one shot that we did. For anyone that doesn't know, the wagon, which of course is my dump truck ass, in this one shot that we did, where I played, I forget what class I was. I assume I was a bard. That's sort of my default. And I played a bard that was cursed to have just an absolute wagon of an ass.
Fantastic.
I don't think I was actually there for that.
You weren't. I don't think you were.
Fucking,
I think it was.
You're good. You're welcome.
It was just like one day being told you can't say wagon anymore, and I'm like, why? What happened? It's such a harmless word.
It was me, Samir, Wilson, and Ricky, I think. Yeah.
We also played that like mouse one shot, like the Mouse of Despero.
Mouse Ritter.
I
Mouse Ritter, yeah. That was really good.
I would like to start playing that again because it was very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
I haven't tried it. Okay.
Yeah.
I played a more refined version of Chuck E. Cheese, Charles Xavier Cheese.
Wait, what?
No longer play Mouse Ritter.
Not even.
E for Xavier.
That's like
Xavier.
What's
Xavier? No.
For Xavier.
You know what's funny about that? My very first D&D character, I named Sergeant Robin Williams. I don't know if you remember that Japanese, but he was like an Air Genasi monk.
Right.
And I was like, "What's a Genasi?" And he was like, "It's a genie." Like Robin, and that was the whole reasoning for the name.
Incredible.
Incredible.
And so I'm glad that it's not just me that just names the character after a person word for word.
I think it's everyone's like first character thing. It's just
my first character was a goose barbarian named Peck Gaggle.
Oh, what is that? The one that
Gaggle?
Yeah, that's the one we played for like 3 sessions.
Yeah. That's so funny. Think back to that group.
He always talked in this voice like this.
Yeah, I was
playing. And honk at enemies to scare them away.
I think we all collectively once played Palpatine too.
Yeah, that's right.
Collectively.
I think it was
like,
Jack.
We had
it, and then the plan was that you guys would do it.
Yeah, we had an all Palpatine session idea that we should do.
Hilarious.
Like different phases of Palpatine, like him as senator, him as a chancellor.
Oh, I call him in the Obi-Wan series where it's just Ian McDermott with like a little bit of black lipstick.
Yeah.
And it just looks like him. I'd like to do that. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Or in Rise of Skywalker where he has like the ultimate gamer chair.
Yeah. Never has to walk
kind
again
of floats
to get
him
his
around.
gamer juice.
Yeah.
RGB everything.
Every Eldritch Blast is like base boosted.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Anyway, I felt like I was going to ask a question, but I don't remember what it was.
I can play the next clip while you think. Oh, if you got it.
I just remembered. Wilson, what was like the original, and like, you know, without going into too much length or detail, for the sake of brevity,
the original
what was like
plot?
the original plan you had for where our characters were going to go?
Oh boy. So I have to think back. So you guys were in that kind of northern area, You guys were going to. The plan, I think, was you guys were going to fight like a hag at level 3. That was what the level 3 boss was supposed to be. Which would like basically allow you to like save Sunflower more or less. And then there would be a little bit more build up from there, and you would fight the Warlock at level 5. And then from there, you would go and would be in an area where you would be tracking down the Cult of Minos, who I had mentioned a little bit. There were some members of the Cult of Minos in the mountains looking for the sword that Ricky got.
Right.
And then also dealing with the anti-magic group that Kyle had been running from. And then, just overall, actually interacting with character backstories. I'll say that.
Sure. Yeah.
And then also, I think, some stuff with what's it called? What was your character? What was your first character, Jepney? The
Caraway.
Morbo or Caraway?
With stuff to do with Caraway's like backstory as well.
So no plans for Petra.
Well, Petra didn't really have much like. I mean, I think I actually planned for his like love interest character to turn into like an antagonist, kind of like a minor a minor antagonist. So yeah, I mean that was the original plan. I mean, I plan basically the way I think of like campaign planning is like render distance, where like in video games where like if something is very close you can see all the grass, but like if something's like very far away you can just see that like, oh, there's a building there, don't really know what's in it yet, but it's there. So as you get closer to it, I would have prepped more, but instead we took the exit.
We drank the Kool-Aid.
Well, you did something. It wasn't boring, I'll say that.
Yes, that's certainly true.
Definitely not boring. So yeah, I mean those are the major plot ideas.
What was the point where we went wrong?
You guys,
we fought the Warlock early.
When Coles died.
Coles died, and instead of being like, wow, this guy is way too powerful for us, you guys decided like, oh, this guy is way too powerful for us, but he killed our friend, so we're gonna go after him now.
Why do we do that?
Listen. We had a barbarian. We had an Oath of Vengeance paladin.
Hey, I'm not saying it wasn't an in-character decision. I am saying that is where I realized as soon as you got, because I was trying to the point of that encounter was supposed to be the Warlock was to dissuade you from going after him, because you realized he was like, he almost killed the whole party with one spell.
Like, no, we're taking him down.
Yeah, and then you were like, oh, I hear no bell. Like,
It wasn't even like we went back into the fight and realized our mistake. We're like, no, we're doing this, whether we're dying or not.
Yeah. And then
I remember in the actual like fight session, we had the moment where there was like a skull and there was like a shield around it, and everyone else is focusing on the actual guy, and Caraway managed to get the shield off and get the skull and like jump off
into like a bottomless chasm.
Dive first.
And part of the reason I switched to Timothy was because I did hope that Caraway would just die there.
Well, he did transform into
the one
but no, I just kind of had the hope that like you would just never be seen again. I think that would have been fun, but
yeah, I thought that we figured it out. I did like what happened with Caraway moving forwards, but I do think it would have made sense.
Just to be dead. Yeah, I think I think I remember like going down in that fight too. So it was like a real chance of like, oh, this was a TPK. All right, campaign's over.
Yeah, I think definitely Petra went down.
Specifically, we told you, Wilson, not to like. Okay, now don't level it down for us. Play it as like you were originally planning it, where it's way above our level.
Yeah.
And if we die, we die.
Yeah, it was almost that we almost did that. Yeah. It was. I mean, yeah, you guys played that fight really smart. I don't remember like pulling punches at all. I did like wait a little bit to use the TPK spell.
Yeah.
But I mean the fight. Definitely Petra went down. I'm pretty sure Crete went down.
I'm pretty sure I went down too.
And then Spanky was the only one who was like still up.
It was like surrounded by a wall. I think it was like a wall of ice spell or something.
Wall of ice. I remember being the wall.
You like get the kid. I think Caraway said like get the kid out. I'm going for the skull.
Yeah.
And then you did, and and then Spanky didn't get out because there was like a portal that you guys came into the pocket dimension.
Yeah, we stayed there for too long while the dimension collapsed. And that's how we ended up in the Astral Sea, separated.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a cool idea.
Yeah, I mean it was an interesting way to avoid the TPK that might have happened because the pocket dimension collapsed.
Yeah. I actually have a question. That compared to the one where, like we actually almost TPK'd, where Crete died. This first one was probably more planned to actually take us out. How did that like compare to the one that almost actually took us out?
So I mean, the first one was balance. I mean, the difference between balancing for lower level parties versus balancing for higher level parties is in 5th edition. The difference between third level and 5th level is humongous. You literally double your damage output on marshals at 5th level. And you get a lot of spells that would be very useful, such as Dispel Magic and Counterspell, which would help a lot in a fight against a spellcaster. But the one, I think you guys were level 8 in the one that I almost killed you all, that I should have killed you all because it was not good that I tried to pull the punches.
We were 7, but
7 or 8, that one I wasn't even supposed to be like a super hard encounter. It was supposed to be like a challenging encounter, but it wasn't supposed to be a TPK encounter.
Yeah, I think it was, from what I saw looking back at it, it was just like bad rolls.
Bad rolls, and he rolled really well.
And he rolled well, that was the I feel confident in saying now that I'm like happy you didn't just TPK us, because we bounced back.
We did bounce back really well.
Both like in like character development and like progressing the story and just like having fun.
We got the 50
I think if we can come back from it like that, I am fine with like not being TPK'd or like a little bit of pulling of punches. But if it's just like, oh, this is kind of bad all around.
That one, I mean, I'm glad that we bounced back, but I still think that if I was going to do it again, I would probably have just killed the members of the party. I would have, because it was just it was a very unfun session.
Yeah, this is hindsight.
I think TPKs are very funny, so I would have hoped.
I think probably if Zach wanted to, he could have like snuck out.
Zach was the only one that was like doing okay. The rest of us were fucked.
Yeah, the rest of you got downed 3 or 4 times each during that fight because of the legendary actions.
Zach just pops out and then goes back in. There's the hat.
But yeah, it was
piss my pants.
Yeah. So fantastic news. So yeah.
Interesting.
I think are there any? Okay, that kind of is a good question. Looking back on the campaign, is there any decision you think your character would have done differently throughout the campaign? Is there like a decision? Because that's the decision, or like player or character. Like, is there like a decision point your character would have done differently? Not eat the mushroom.
Yeah.
No, that was a great decision.
It was a great player decision. I think looking back, very much doesn't make sense for Zach to have eaten that mushroom.
No,
But
yeah.
you
Nope.
didn't have a grasp on the character and all that yet. So
No.
that made sense.
Of the
Like a player
game,
decision.
period. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just rewatched that thing for the whole clips, and it's Wilson literally being like, "Why would I put a deadly mushroom in front of you? A DM just wouldn't do that." And then after that, Samir going like, "Yeah, I guess I'll eat it."
Did you?
Yeah,
I was hoping. Did you? What were you hoping would happen from eating that mushroom? Were you hoping you would get enlarged?
Either enlarged or, I don't know, more, more temp hit points or something.
Because I think you guys might have eaten a mushroom that was like pretty positive.
Yeah, I think mine had like a minor healing effect on it.
I think Ballads was the only one that surved because the rest got burned up.
Oh yeah, that's the
rest
rest
of
of them.
Fireball.
Yeah.
That's right.
My face on fire.
It was literally, oh, here's some mushrooms. Oh, never mind, they got overcooked.
Overcooked.
Don't eat the weird mushroom in the cave. Worst mistake of my life.
I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. If we want, we can take a quick break here.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, we'll just take a quick break here, and when we come back, we can check out some more clips, ask some more questions that I have written down and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah, we'll be right back, chat.
BRB.
See you in a bit.
Business.
All right, I'm back.
Hello there.
Hello. All right, camera back on. How was everyone's pee?
I didn't.
It was good.
Ah,
EP.
I did pee.
Wilson, did you get a new battery for your car?
Oh yeah, how'd that?
All right, I'm back.
No. What?
God damn it, Jeff, dude. I swear to fucking God.
He just changed. He just changed into a different suit. Oh.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a suit. Twitch.
I mean, I have enough body hair to trick him, I think.
But what happened to your tie?
Oh, I put it away already. I'd get up, but then I would show my nipples, and I feel like that's probably the line.
Oh, fucking hell.
Might be the last stream ever.
The fuck is going on here?
What the fuck? Where's your tie?
Why are you shirtless?
What are you
timeless?
What the fuck? I feel betrayed.
It's getting a little hot in here. So
I'm wearing the same clothing that this was funny? Tailored by the man who tailored an emperor's clothing. I'll have you know.
Yeah, the funniest thing is I also took off my shirt.
Incredible.
Nice.
Not what it's like what we said.
Crap stuff if I could prove it.
It's like what we said at the beginning of this. Samir is always naked. It doesn't matter because his camera's off.
Always.
I didn't just take off my shirt. I am fully nude. I committed to the bit.
Ah.
Okay, I respect it.
Nice.
How is everyone's pee? Are we all back?
I think we're all back.
Nice color. Yeah, definitely hydrated.
Definitely.
Yeah,
nice.
same.
Nice. Yeah.
Fully clear.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you want
Fully
it.
clear.
Nice.
That's good.
Or almost or totally fully clear. That's where you want it.
I have a good
If
amount.
it's not fully clear, you're probably not drinking enough water. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much water do you guys drink a day?
It's definitely over 32 ounces. I think it's close to like 40
ounces.
48.
40 ounces?
40.
Yeah, I try.
I drink like a gallon of water a day.
Gallon.
It's definitely supposed to be more, but
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't drink enough water.
I don't drink a gallon.
I drink
We're
5
talking
of
about
these
fluids
a
or
day.
just specifically water?
Water.
I go specifically water a gallon and then additional fluids like a cup of coffee and a cup of tea in the afternoon.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I drink juice quite often. So probably around a gallon. a day if I count juice and other beverages. Chocolate milk and
I
such.
shake my head at your juice.
My juice.
Simply drink water instead. I'm anti-juice. We've talked about this.
I had guava juice.
Juice is
guava
nice.
Guava juice is pretty good. I'll give you that.
Guava. Have you ever had guava by itself?
Guava
Yeah,
by
I love
itself, yeah.
eating guavas.
It's not as good as guava juice.
Growing up in India, that was the prime fruit.
Guava? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, my uncle. I had like 3 uncles who all lived on like the same plot of land with 3 houses right next to each other. I think they had a guava tree.
Nice.
And those some great guavas.
Oh, just ask him to send some over. Have a guava party.
I don't know how they'd hold up, but we could have a guava party anyway. Guava juice, guavas, guava cake, the Doritos guava soda that you can't like find anywhere, even though it's the best flavor.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's the best flavor, and it's the hardest one to find.
I believe.
I think I've had
guava
it like
flavored
once.
things are nice.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, real quick. Since Samir brought it up, never mind. Fuck off, Samir. Jesus. What did I say? I'm sorry. You good, Samir?
Bro, everything sucks.
Yeah.
I used to live like a king. I had such good Wi-Fi, and now my brother's taking it up for Fortnite.
Oh, God.
Fuck off.
I used to live like a king. I had such good Wi-Fi.
I used to live like a king until Fortnite.
True. Honestly. Anyway, I'm back.
All right. I was saying, since Samir brought it up, for the prizes for getting the trivia questions correct, would you guys be down for merch?
Yes.
Or would you prefer gift cards?
Milad
merch all the way.
I'll take
Milad
Milad
merch.
Yeah,
I want Milad
100%.
merch.
All right. So then,
Merch.
Samir, instead, you get one of the cool stickers I have.
Sticker or a mug?
For the first because they get bigger as you get
Oh,
more.
okay, yeah,
For
yeah.
the first one, I'll say it's a sticker. There is
Yes.
the one that has me likes me milk. We'll just do the me likes me milk line. So you win
Yes.
the Milad's milk sticker.
Yes, it's going
Are
on
there
my
any?
water bottle
Are there
for
any
sure.
like?
Huh?
Is there anything related to our campaign in the merch?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, that's what you get, Samir, and I have the other 2 options.
There's no this is for 9/11 motherfuckers shirt.
You know full well I'm not gonna put that up there. I had that clip in this fucking playlist. I was debating like, should I?
Kyle,
Alright.
do you remember that?
Sorry, what?
He obviously doesn't remember.
When we were fighting
like-
the like tree at the Druidic temple,
no,
and
it
you were
was
like,
specifically
this is for 9/11.
Yeah, it was
Bush
specifically a bush
And you
monster.
said,
Oh, I
this
do
is for
remember
9/11,
that,
motherfucker. Yeah.
That's true. That was a classic line.
Classic line.
There's no on the front. We can't call ourselves the Astral Masters, and on the back, if we don't have slaves of our own.
Listen, it's a good line, but it probably wouldn't sell well.
I don't know.
I'll buy your entire stock.
All right. If we're all back, we can go back to the next clip I have queued up. Or if anybody has a question they want to ask, we can also do that. No.
I think let's see the clip.
Yeah.
All right. Let me transfer on over. There we go. Perfect. All right. I'm starting it now.
I'll tell a story.
Okay.
Hello, Opera Tora Turek.
Turek.
I can't say your name. I'm sorry. Welcome to the stream.
Outcropping. It's not quite a cave, but it is sheltered from the elements. There's a few kind of pine trees, and the fire starts at like a low crackling. Wait, he died. As Eagle kind of passes out, or Eagle begins eating his rations.
Was Ricky even here?
Let me tell you the tale of a lord's downfall. It must be about 20 or 30 years now. There was a dwarven lord, ruler of a great city that existed entirely underground. None of you, not being dwarves, would have heard of it, of course, but it is a secret that the name is a secret I must keep. But it was the most beautiful, ornate city, and
So I just realized I didn't have shared screen on. So
Yep.
I think I'm watching through stream.
Solid. Let me turn it back on.
I'm also watching through stream.
Yeah,
Solid. I'm glad I forgot. All right, let me put it up.
All right.
Share screen. Yeah. Where is it? There it is. Hello. There we go. Why am I? There we go. You all see that now?
Sure.
yes.
Yeah, but I'll just keep watching through stream, I think.
Okay. I will. All right. Well, I'm going to start from beginning again. All right. Starting again.
I'll tell a story.
Okay. So yeah, you guys make camp. It is a kind of under a rocky outcropping. It's not quite a cave, but it is sheltered from the elements. There's a few kind of pine trees, and the fire starts at like a low crackling. As Eagle kind of passes out, or Eagle begins eating his rations.
Let me tell you the tale of a lord's downfall. It must be about 20 or 30 years now. There was a dwarven lord, ruler of a great city that existed entirely underground. None of you, not being dwarves, would have heard of it, of course, but it is a secret that the name is a secret I must keep. But it was the most beautiful, ornate city, and the most beautiful building of all in it was that of the Lord. And the man was prone to holding tight onto his wealth. He liked to tax the citizens heavily, and he liked to hoard all the wealth in his stores. And one day, there came a famine in the town. Nothing would grow. Nothing was being hunted or killed. There seemed to be a drought that killed all livestock. And they wondered when the Lord would show them mercy and when he would bail them out. A week passed, then 2, then 2 months, then 6, and then a year. And nothing ever seemed to get better.
Another
and so
hydrate. Wow.
One day, a man rose up among the ranks of the common men, and during one of the Lord's audiences with the commoners, where he heard their pleas and pretended to care, the man took forth an axe from his coat and threw it right at the Lord, splitting his head in twain. Even the guards did not protest, for they had families who had suffered, and brothers and sisters who had died to the famine. The city became a commonwealth. And that, my dear friends, is the tragic tale of how my father died.
Oh, shit.
I knew it was coming. I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Why is that the background? Wait,
What do you mean?
what?
What do you mean?
What? What?
What do you mean? What's the
Can't
problem
just
here?
get past that.
What was the problem?
Can't just not acknowledge that. What happened?
What?
What?
What background? Nothing. That's what I thought.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was yeah.
That was Borbo's big background,
That was-
backstory.
That's sort of Borbo's big scene in the narrative, as it were.
Mhm.
Yes, that was how we got
Uh,
into the character.
Yeah. Yeah. I did actually end up kind of being sad that he died, because I thought, oh, there's something to this sort of backstory and this kind of
It's not
attitude.
bad.
And so I ended up playing a character a lot like him in another campaign.
I was gonna say that Timothy himself is like also the son of like a king.
Yeah.
So and there's like that one was more of like you had problems with him, whereas Borbo's like he was such a good
Timothy's
guy.
Timothy's like the rebel prince.
Mhm.
Yeah, whereas Borbo was much more just like ignorant and just liked being rich.
Yeah.
And I thought that was like an interesting angle to take a character. Yeah.
What was I know Borbo was a dwarf, but like what was he like class wise and all that?
He was
I think he was a fighter.
He was a polar master fighter who forgot his
Ah.
polearm.
That's right.
I remember that part.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I took the
hilarious.
Polar Master feat because we had starter feats, and then had no use for it because I didn't pick a polearm. And I don't think I realized it because I just picked like a good starter feat, and then I just picked my gear separately. And so it wasn't until later where I was like, oh, I didn't pick a polearm. And we'll just say he forgot his polearm at home.
That's even funnier.
I think
So
the music bot died.
I think the song
Or it
ended.
that too.
Yeah, I think the song ended.
No
Let me
copyright.
Mhm.
Coffee jazz music. I love it. Here, I got it.
I can just repaste it. Okay.
I got it.
Yeah, so that was sort of the inspiration behind. I don't know. I think I had like a specific thing in mind when I told the story, but I can't remember what it was. It was maybe thinking like a Boromir type thing. I'm not sure. Or like what's a story like this? Like a spoiled prince. I mean, there's a lot, but you know, the specific story, I feel like it's really reminiscent of something, and I can't remember what.
Can't think of it either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely think of like, oh yeah, there are spoiled prince stories, but I can't put any on. The closest I'm thinking is like Loki for some reason. Kind of like
I mean, in Game of Thrones,
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Joffrey is a spoiled prince, but he's also just like a sociopath, like an absolute psychopath.
I was in Batman Begins, you know.
Yeah.
I
What?
deserve
right.
better than this.
That's right. Yeah,
The
yeah.
actor was in Batman Begins, yeah.
The
Yeah.
Joffrey actor?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
that kid
He's
that Batman gives like the toy to, or the like his gadget.
He's
to.
like, my friends are never gonna believe me. And Batman's like, here,
hands him a
here's
gun.
this.
Have military equipment.
There you go. Oh, just
Take
we
it.
watched Batman Begins on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast, kind of. That was sort of a.
I had another question, but I can't remember it. Well, actually, I have plenty of questions to ask.
Yeah. Oh, we're doing another trivia.
This one's just like a general question, I guess.
Okay.
Actually, this one kind of works. So, Borbo has varying degrees of how much we liked him, and missed him after he was gone. But the question I want to ask you guys is, what was your favorite NPC of the campaign?
Borbo, not an NPC, or that would be my answer. But
Yeah, it's close.
My favorite NPC, I think. Ooh, that's a good question. Let me think. What are some highlights? I liked Sunflower, was very cute.
Until she started being terrifying, or
No,
She was still cute. She was cute the whole way. Yeah.
It was like an innocence kind of
I like.
thing.
I think
Yeah.
that'd be my. I think that'd probably be my answer. Is Sunflower. That or
I liked the
Sure.
hag.
Jor,
Sure.
the one who fucking
Who was
hated
Jor?
goblins.
Sure, the goblin.
Yes.
ranger.
He was like, he
Yes.
really fucking
Oh.
hated goblins. So he
The
He
was
was
one who-
extremely alt-right, racist.
Yeah,
Goblin.
right.
Lived in the woods.
Uh,
Fantastic.
I liked. I think the hag. That was a cool.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we all had like a good moment with her.
Right, I forgot about the hag. That was a cool character.
Yeah,
Yeah, your character.
Yeah.
Was like,
Henry
very
especially had a great scene with her.
Mhm.
That's there.
Yeah.
I forget what the scene was.
You were like, we were all went in, and she was trying to tempt us, and we're like, "Don't go in." And then at night, you snuck out to go in.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
I think you were about to accept her offer. I can't remember. One of us was about to.
Oh yeah,
accept.
that's right.
Yeah.
That was a cool like character moment for me.
Yeah.
That was one of the times where I felt like compelled to like care about the character I created.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good beat.
Mhm.
I think I'd go with the hag. That's probably sort of the best narrative NPC, because I feel like we all had like a good
Yeah.
Yeah.
with her.
Person.
Well, because I feel like the point of that character was to like reach into the backstory of each character.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So it kind of like
Yeah.
allowed us all to explore ourselves a little more.
Yeah.
Mhm. Explore ourselves a little more.
Battle your sex tape.
Yeah. It is. How'd you know?
Thanks. Thank you, Johnny.
No problem.
Yeah. Wilson, you kind of already said it, but do you want to expand on it a bit more?
Oh, my favorite NPCs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think also my secondary answer would be just the mind flayers as a whole.
Mm.
Mhm.
They were. I feel like there was a fun opportunity to be weird about like that character, and I think Loris. I wish I'd gotten a little bit. I wish we'd gotten more time with Loris to like dig into that
Yeah.
character.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Lars is kind of like an honorary
Oh, yeah.
member. You know
Mhm.
how like each group has like that
Yeah.
one NPC that's also a member.
Mhm.
That's ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
just that kind of the fact that he ended up starting to become a paladin was I thought that was a cool character moment as well. Okay, also honorable mention the sword.
Yeah.
Sword of Gnosis.
Right.
Yeah.
The Sword of that was a fun one. Maybe also, actually, final one would be Milrala the Giantess. I thought she wasn't in it for very long, but she was very cool.
Oh yeah, she's cool.
Was I there for that?
No, I think you missed that one.
You were there. You came in once while we were.
Is the
on
train an NPC or?
Yes.
I mean,
there's a train in all of us.
We are the train.
Those are called veins.
Oh. Sure.
veins
Sure.
are. Yeah, they're kind of like subways.
Yeah,
they're kind of
yeah.
like subway systems. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's no one peeing in them, so.
True. Samir, what is?
As far as you know, you don't have like an Osmosis Jones viewpoint, you know.
That's true.
I'm getting peed inside. Samir, what about you?
Favorite NPC, I would say either Jor. I'm trying to think. Sando S. Sanderson wasn't in this one, right? We was just
No, he was
mentioned.
not.
we mentioned him once, but no,
Okay.
he wasn't in
No.
it.
Unfortunately.
Next campaign.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah. If I do like an Egyptian deity character for the next campaign, and Sando S. Sanderson shows up.
Oh, you're like his cousin.
Business.
Exactly. This is my wish list. Stars and wish.
Well, one of us could I could DM the next campaign, and then we'll definitely do that.
Yeah.
Sanderson.
Yeah.
Xander Sanderson, the sand merchant who trades sand for sand.
Yeah.
Yes.
So either Jor or the guy who is running the mind flayer. Do you remember like the dinner we went to when we were in the Astral Sea?
Yeah,
The guy who
right.
just tried the brains. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very good. Kyle, what about you? Who do you remember?
Very little.
That's an NPC.
But yeah, from what I remember, I feel like the Hag is the most interesting, like the little storyline that we had.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, yeah, that was the part that I cared about the most. I thought that was the most interesting, story-wise.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, yeah. Next time I would like to like explore the characters a little bit more deeply, because I felt like we didn't really
Don't name your character
That's
Spanky next time.
Yeah.
Okay, that has nothing to do with the seriousness of the story.
Yes, it does.
It does.
It absolutely does.
It's like
Yeah, it
that.
does.
Going back to Pro ZD, it's that one like video where it's like when your character has custom armor on in the cutscene. It's
Yep.
like the character. It's like
This is
the
my
member
ass
dying.
kicking out.
But no, it's like the
Yeah.
like the teammate dying and they're wearing like pink frills and like a party costume. It totally affects it.
Spanky is a totally legitimate.
Live a
Because-
good life, Spanky.
No, it's not. It's the title. It's the title of like an NES game starring a monkey with a hat. You cannot call it a legitimate name.
What do you mean? Is it really?
I think Spanky's Quest is like an NES game. Yeah.
That doesn't delegitimize anything.
We have no affiliation.
God damn it.
We should have like.
fine.
I wish if you'd have had a character called Spanky in a campaign I DM'd, or I wish I would have just given this idea to Wilson. I would have looked at the story of that game and like modeled a session after it or something.
After what?
After Spanky's Quest. I put it in the Ballads chat.
Oh no. Oh my gosh. Why?
Where is it?
The Ballads chat.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, next time don't TPK. Don't do. I don't know.
As for myself, I'd probably say Sunflower was my favorite, or Milrala.
Ooh, yeah.
Both of them were very like important, like character wise, and like pushing for me at least. But also just because
Right.
Sunflower is like, look at this dead rabbit, it's sick, right? Just sitting there like, oh, oh no, I'm gonna have to kill you later, aren't I? And then I didn't. So that's that's called character development.
Yeah. Well, you guys just kind of like didn't get the chance to go back.
Yeah.
Until like 20 years later.
Yeah, I briefly put it in my epilogue.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that question.
Cool.
If we want, I can pull up the next trivia question now.
Cool.
All right.
All right. Yeah, I guess we'll just do that. Is everyone ready in the Twitch chat?
Oh dear. I'm
Yep.
ready as I'm gonna be.
All right.
I'm ready.
So
Yes.
this one will only be 20 seconds to
Okay.
decide or to figure out your answer. The prize for this one will be the Me Likes Me milk mug. Whoever gets
nice.
this right will get that mug from the merch store.
All right.
Yeah. Is everybody ready in the chat?
Yeah.
Let me actually get my timer ready.
Ready.
Timer. No, I didn't say start. Alright, 20 seconds. No, don't. Ugh. Perfect. Okay. The question. What percentage of the campaign did Japneet play as Caraway?
Ooh.
Time starts now.
Ooh.
I think I'm gonna go with
Are we counting the druid and both
10
forms?
seconds. Caraway.
Just Caraway?
Caraway.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Put in your answers now. Okay. So we've got 45% from Wilson, 65% from Samir, 15% from Japneet, and 30% from Kyle.
I meant to put 25 in my finger slip, but that's fine. I'm pretty sure it's wrong other way.
I will say one of you got it spot on.
Oh.
It was me.
I'm ready for my milky mug.
I think it probably is Kyle. 30%?
It is
Kyle's
Kyle.
always right.
It is
Whoa.
Kyle.
Kyle's always right. Hell yeah.
You
Yeah, baby.
you played for a total of 15 episodes as Caraway. Split up between obviously Ranger and Druid.
Okay.
Which
You're getting both of those.
yeah, which makes up to about 30% of the campaign. About a third of it you were as Caraway.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Played Timothy live.
Alright.
It's funny that we spent all this backstory time on Caraway, and then you got to play Elephant Man, who was a criminal for 2/3 of the campaign.
Yeah.
He's a prince who abandoned his people, and he tried to go back, and then they put him in prison.
Yeah.
That's his backstory.
I think it was episode 1 to 7 you were Caraway, and then you were back on from episodes 11 to 18 with new Caraway. And then that's when we switched back to McFucking Timothy.
Yeah.
McFucking, yeah. But yeah, congratulations to Kyle. You win the Me Likes Me milk mug. I will get that to you next time I see you.
Yeah, baby. Hell yeah.
Congrats.
Papa needs a new mug.
Oh, needs a new
I changed my mind.
Hey,
I was second closest. So if you do change your mind.
You're actually tied with
no.
Wilson.
Oh, I'm tied with that's right.
Samir, you aimed high. You thought he played more than
it felt like a long time. Maybe I was just like I have more potent memories as him as Caraway than Timothy.
I think you were with Caraway less than the rest of us. Because you
He
came
was,
in,
but
that's true.
Okay.
There's like a whole. I realized looking through the episodes that there's like a whole kind of storyline that I just kind of blocked.
Which one?
My mind. Like I just don't remember it happening, and I think that factored into my guess a little bit. That's why I was a little low. I just don't remember. Like I remember when it was pointed out to me, I started remembering the bit where we're like on a sky fortress or something. I think we're going after the space gnomes or whatever.
Yes, yeah, I kind of remember.
And it like starts falling, and we just won't leave until something happens.
Yeah, I also blocked that out of my memory. That was a terrible because that was. Yeah, that one didn't end up very well.
That was like right at the end. That was like right before we came back.
That's right, yeah. And I just do not remember it. I do not remember it whatsoever.
I was looking at the clips and like I saw the ones from that time and I was like, what did we do? What was this for?
Please,
like,
that was the. Do you know that? Have you seen that meme where it's like please, you've all tried to seduce the catfish and failed. Please just cross the bridge. That was my experience in that session.
We spent like way too much time dicking around on that. I remember it.
That's right. Yeah.
Perfect. That's 30%. Good. I gotta put down that it's Kyle.
I guess this leads me to like a question, kind of. Did any of you guys want to kind of switch characters at any point midway through, like I did? And
that is a good question. It was me.
Did you want anyone else to maybe switch characters?
No, maybe Kyle.
Okay.
Maybe
just I wouldn't have to say the word spanky ever again.
Fair.
Although my realization is every time it's like the law of entropy. Like every time Kyle changes a character, it gets more cursed.
More cursed.
You would have thrown.
It gets worse.
He would have been wagon BDSM. Koro.
You guys are so close-minded.
Nothing wrong.
Don't give him any ideas for the next campaign.
Yeah.
I have a whole list.
Of
names, just names.
There were some points where I would be like wishing to be more of a spell slinger as opposed to a rogue. Be like, I just steadied aim for the 5th time this combat.
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't know if you're quite spellcaster ready.
I don't think so. I think I'd have to do like
play some one shots, and you can play spellcaster or like a half caster.
I was gonna say be a half caster.
Half caster
or like a battle master even.
Ooh,
That's a good kind of stepping stone, I think.
I might
battle
do that.
master is very fun. And they're even just like a warlock because you only have like 2 spell slots. Roll20 is good because it auto tracks a lot of it helps your spell slot tracking. And it tells you what your spells do. You don't have to like look because like pen and paper D&D, it's like sometimes you literally have to like open the player's handbook and look up what your spell does. Which is horrific.
You need spell cards, and those are not cheap.
Or Roll20.
Or like convenient.
Something to keep track.
Digital. Roll20 or D&D Beyond, some like digital thing.
Yeah. Roll20 has an app now, so if you just want to use that to keep track of spells, it's not as good as the browser version, but it can get you by.
Do they have a crappy dark mode?
I think it's permanently in a dark mode. That's like
really?
It's like
the dark mode is really bad.
Are you sure? Are you sure your
the
phone's
browser version? No,
are you sure it's not just system default?
No,
companion.
I think it's the default, just like the way it looks, but it looks like it's in a dark mode.
That's cool. It's not like the full like desktop version. It's a companion, so like you pull up your character sheet and stuff while you're playing.
You can't look at like the maps and stuff. And you can
that's pretty cool.
You can look.
Yeah,
that's what I do with my players.
I like hybrid where it's like you have a laptop up or like play with laptops on Roll20. but like at a table. That's worked well for me in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally I have my laptop and I have my my mini projector to show like what's on the map to my players, and then they just communicate everything either by rolling themselves or by like the Roll20 app.
Yeah.
But I guess back to your question about switching. I didn't really have a lot of thoughts about switching Crete. I was pretty fine with him, especially when it started to get very heavy in his like backstory. But if I had to switch with a player, I think I would have wanted have switched with Caraway. Stars Druid looks very cool to me. That's like the druid that is interesting, is most interesting to me right now.
Okay, interesting.
Nice. I don't know if this really answers the question specifically, but I just thought about the fact that I kind of wish I'm multi-classed, or I wish I looked into multi-classing a bit more, because my characters was really intended to be like an illusionist, like assassin almost. Like I had a dagger, and I meant for that to be like kind of part of my main.
Remember the dagger. We remember you using a dagger.
Right.
I think based on like the build that you had in mind from like the first day, you should have played an Arcane Trickster Rogue. But
Arcane Trickster Rogue is exactly what you're describing.
Yeah,
really? Oh, shit.
Yeah. Alternately, you could have done like a Hexblade Warlock with like some of the, if you've done some of the invocations. There's like a major image at will, or a whatever the spell is.
Disguise self at will.
Yeah, you could have played like an illusionist, but then you also get like to stab things a little bit better. But,
yeah.
You could have also been, you could have also been like a blade singer wizard.
You just didn't play. You wanted to play a Gish character, but you didn't end up playing a Gish character. It's spellcaster and blade.
Yeah.
Gish.
It's like a mix between the martial and the spellcaster.
If that's what you want to play, then
I mean,
you should have played. I wish we'd. That's something I guess we probably should have communicated better earlier in the campaign. Is like, I guess that's something that I would like to do more moving forward. It's something I've gotten better at over time, but better session 0 and better like understanding of what characters, like what's the fantasy of your character, I guess.
Right.
Because like that could be like that kind of, especially for people that like aren't like super into character building. Like I have some players who are super into like, oh man, I want to play a Ghost Lance, I want to play a freaking Sorlock with Divine Soul, and should I take 6 or 7 levels of Paladin before I switch to whatever?
I have an idea of like what I want to be, but I don't know the game well enough to
right.
Next time I can help you with that.
I would
appreciate that.
I was definitely like that at the start of the campaign, and I guess I have a question to ask you guys now. But what I was saying is, at the start of the campaign, like I didn't know a whole lot of like what I wanted to be. The barbarian was like ultimately what I wanted to try, but like I wasn't well versed in like what builds and stuff I could try. Though now that's like different. I have a pretty good knowledge of like all the other classes, what I want to be, and like Wilson was saying, I have like the thoughts of like, how do I want to do this character? That's exactly when I started multi-classing into fighter. But my question to you guys is, how did you guys see yourselves like improving throughout the campaign? Either from like starting off pretty new to learning a good amount, or already knowing a good amount and just experiencing new things.
It was funny that I only really played Caraway for like 3 levels, I think, of Ranger, because we built that class and that subclass like kind of from the ground up to emulate that thought of how he'd progress, a little bit.
Oh, that's right. You built that class like from scratch.
That class, yeah, we made that class. We never got a proper test, but the first 3 levels were really good.
That was fun. It was fun subclass. Yeah,
I might dust that off at some point.
I'd like to do it for a level 20 because I like the level 20 ability of the ranger is like really fun. That's a cool capstone. If you crit something, it has to succeed on a con save or die.
Yeah, right.
I thought you were talking about the actual ranger capstone. I was
No,
the actual ranger capstone. What is the actual? I don't even know what it is.
You
can add your wisdom modifier to weapon damage.
Yeah, for your favorite foe, not even just normal attack.
Once per turn? Is it once per turn?
So the attack once per turn to a favorite foe.
On the attack or damage enemy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So if you're playing like the original ranger where you get like 3 favorite enemies,
that's so funny.
It's so bad.
I hate that some of the capstones are like, yeah, you can just do whatever you tell them once a week, and then others are like, if you start combat without any sorcery points, you can get 1.
A single one. It's like
Bardic Inspirations. That's a short rest resource. You get 1 if you don't have any at the start of a combat.
Yep.
Great. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks.
It's like 60-40 bad good or like shitty overpowered.
I think the thing is that Wizards technically balanced the classes so that they would all be quote unquote balanced at level 20, not that the level 20 feature would be like as big of a power gap for each one. That's the justification I've heard. Yeah. So like some of the classes with weaker capstones are theoretically supposed to be stronger than other classes with stronger capstones, but then that kind of falls apart when you mention the cleric. The cleric and the paladin, who are like the strongest 2 classes in the game for most of the game already. Yeah. And then you give them like absolutely bonkers capstones. I don't know.
Paladins literally have the power of God on their side, and then level 20 they have the power of anime.
True.
The level 20 paladin feature is basically just going Super Saiyan.
Yeah, I think it's like subclass features. I was looking at
one of them is like you get resistance to all damage. It's like the Oath of Ancient.
Yeah. The Oath of Watcher gives you permanent protection from evil and good on you.
Amazing. Yeah. Things just have disadvantage against you.
Yeah. It's
Oath of the Ancients. For 1 minute, you regain 10 hit points at the start of each of your turns. You can cast your paladin spells that have 1 action casting times as bonus actions, and then all of your enemy creatures within 10 feet of you have disadvantage on all saving throws against your paladin spells and channel divinity options. Incredible.
That was the thing with Caraway, was that the class was kind of built from the ground up to kind of favor that character journey. But at some point, we also thought that, he
was going to turn into a paladin or a
druid.
Not a paladin. That was supposed to be at like level 10 because I planned this campaign to go from level 1 to 20. But then things happened.
Yeah. That happened a lot earlier than expected. And the druid thing, it wasn't so much, I didn't like imagine a journey for that really, because that was almost like the end goal.
Yeah.
Like I kind of figured I'd maybe retire that character a bit after he became a druid anyway, so that kind of worked out timing wise. And then for Timothy, it was really just a matter of leveling up and picking the things that would always make Wilson tear his hair out the most. And doing them as much as possible.
Yeah. I think we all had that like one thing that we were trying to really break Wilson for in a session.
Yeah, we did it multiple times.
But I think me already playing like the most annoying subclass of the most annoying class getting a like 180-foot fly speed was really sort of the.
The fucking magical secrets, dude.
Oh
It's
yeah, oh yeah, that's the stuff.
There was a build. I forget what the build was, but it was like a magical secrets build, and I was like, how is this in the game? Like, just some classes weren't meant to have this.
Magical Secrets is so funny because it feels like it should be unofficial material, but it's not. Like it feels like it should be in the same level as like multi-classing or some of the feats.
Yeah,
where they're like, okay, this exists, but like it's not fully balanced. We don't endorse this, but instead it's just like a class core feature.
Mm-hmm. It feels like the temporary like, well, we'll just test and see how this looks.
Yeah, it's a UA feature.
Yeah, it feels like Unearthed Arcana,
yeah. Like
especially the lore bard, where it's like, oh, at 5th level you can just smites that are better than a paladin.
Yeah. Insane. But how did you see like you as a player progressing throughout the campaign?
I mean, I was pretty. I liked playing the new. I guess I only played classes and subclasses I hadn't played before, given that we invented our own ranger. So that was fun to do.
You'd played a ranger before?
I had played a ranger before.
Interesting.
But not, we like invented our own class for the ranger, so I obviously hadn't played that. And so it was sort of a new thing. I'd played like every single one of those classes before, but with the subclass it was like a new experience. And I would say the most progression definitely came from finding more bullshit to do with animated items. Whether it was the fly up really high and then drop maneuver.
That was the boat. The boat bomb.
Yeah. The boat bomb. That was probably the most fun bit of progression, I think. But yeah, the creation bar is great because it's terribly balanced, and that's fun.
All right, Wilson, how did you see yourself progressing through the campaign or your evolution? I guess
sanity.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think what I learned is just kind of giving up control, and I think also kind of learning the players, because I think this campaign, this group in general, I feel like you guys like your serious beats, but you're also just like very, very silly. So it's harder to do. Like I have to balance like my it takes me time to learn like for each group like which one like the balance of like weirdness to like seriousness, because we did have some really good serious moments, but there was also just some total whack job moments, and just figuring out like just like learning to let go of like my expectations for things, and kind of let the game go where it might. Like for example, I don't think I would have allowed the party to perform plays to convince people at the beginning of this campaign. But yeah, moving forward, I learned a little bit more. Also, I think my prep time decreased a lot, which is like in a good way. Like I was able to economize my prep a lot better. And then yeah, I'm trying to think. There was one more thing I had in mind.
I have to say, even with like the level of silliness we descended into, you saying yes to the Matrix play thing was still totally out of left field for me.
Yeah,
I was like, you guys had already done the Lord of the Rings.
I fully, but like that's at least a fantasy story.
yeah. This was also against like a big enemy. And
it was like again, we like avoided a boss encounter with that. Like I fully just said that as a joke, and you were like, "Yeah, sure, I guess." And I was
you guys were so into it though.
Like how do you explain?
My job is to make you guys have fun.
We've said so many things as a joke, only for them to come true. Like the whole
The Grand.
Grand Andy coming back. Fucking Steve Buscemi.
Brains.
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
The trains. Yep.
So much.
When did Steve Buscemi come into play?
Oh, you missed
It was the
Kyle.
Ghost Lord. Ghost Lord was Steve Buscemi because
Well,
because he rolled I was like, roll a d20. If you roll a 20, it's Steve Buscemi, and
Yeah.
Samir rolled a 20.
Oh my God.
I rolled
So I had to
20.
like, oh, did you roll it? I forget who
rolled
rolled
the
it.
20.
Yeah,
It's always Malad.
it's always Malad.
Yeah.
Malad's the crunch time nat 20 roller.
Yeah.
I am the Ali Beardsley of this group.
Yeah, that's true.
If you get
Absolutely.
that reference. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ali Beardsley.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is.
It's from Dimension 20. They get nat 20s like the
So are they NB?
I believe they are.
Yeah.
One of the top things on Google for them is Ali Beardsley pronouns.
Mm-hmm.
Uses they them pronouns. Yeah.
Yeah, it's they
Yeah.
them. Yeah, they get like the critical nat 20s at like the best moment, like story beats, like all the time. Each campaign they do just decimates the story.
And for us,
Yeah.
each play we've ended with a nat 20.
I think so.
I
I don't
think
know.
that's true. Yeah.
I don't know if it's for the Lord of the Rings one, but we definitely got an nat 20 in each performance.
The Matrix one,
Tweet is so
zero
Matrix
failures,
Zero
ended with a nat
failures.
20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fate was on our side. Yeah.
Yeah. The
Is it
Wachowskis
possible to
were on our
explain that you're
side.
gender non-conforming to a French person because they're like the salt is a man and the key is a woman?
What?
That's an Ali Beardsley tweet.
Oh my fucking
That's
god!
good.
Of course it is.
That's good.
I guess I'll go next because I kind of already said it. Just general like game knowledge. I felt myself absorbing a lot more and like actually like retaining. Like I feel I remember like during the campaign. At one point, we did a pachinko gin, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But now I'm like, oh, I have a better understanding. I could do this better now.
So more pachinko gin is what you're saying.
Possibly, but nothing yet. But it's like enough confidence that like I could do that, or I can DM this group of new people, fairly new people. Stuff like that. Samir, what about you? How'd you see yourself evolving as a player?
It was your first campaign.
Yeah, it
My
was your first full campaign.
first time playing like 5e ever, and I really enjoyed it. I don't think I'm as well versed as you guys just yet, but I did, like Malak said, I did absorb a lot during the 50 episodes. So, yeah, I'm very excited for the next campaign. I also play Magic the Gathering a lot, the card game. So,
Oh,
if
nice.
you guys ever want to get into it, it's a lot of fun too. And also made by Wizards of the Coast. So,
Yeah.
Also,
That's right.
Strixhaven: A Curriculum of Chaos is
Oh.
a Magic the Gathering, and I own it. So I would I have this idea that my next campaign is what I'm going to start running is just your characters are in Strixhaven, and that's you just go back and forth between like whoever is on a project together. You're just students. Also, it only goes up to level 5, so I can just have your characters graduate and become professors, and that would be fun.
Ooh.
I would
I have
like
a
a campaign
School
Strixhaven.
of Mages deck. It's like a pre-con. Prismari Performance. Very good deck.
Yes.
I will also add on that that progression also applies like in terms of like role play and like story and all that stuff.
Yeah,
'cause
I definitely felt I was role-playing Zach a lot better. At the beginning of Wilson kind of gave me Zach, like, here's a character.
Yeah.
Towards the end, I really got into it.
Yeah, you added alcoholism to his whole shtick.
That's true.
right.
Like what's going on around college? Oh, alcoholism.
Got it. Kyle. How'd you see yourself evolving?
Let's see. Oh, Ricky's here. Oh shit.
Oh.
You lost legs for one thing.
I lost. Yeah, I devolved.
Why
I
is
got shorter.
shirtless?
No,
What?
he's wearing a shirt. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Like, don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem. Okay. You, Japanese, you know me. I know you. You know.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. Why,
Yeah, you know,
okay,
it's just,
why is your shirt see-through? How about that?
Oh, it's we all said we'd wear suits, so I'm wearing a birthday suit.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
supposed to be wearing a suit? I'm gonna turn on my camera.
If
Shit,
you
Camera's
want.
off, so you can.
Never mind, I don't know where my camera is. I just moved. I can't turn it on.
I mean,
nice.
for all we know, you are wearing a suit, so.
Yeah.
That's true.
True.
Like Samir. Look at his icon. His Discord
Yeah.
icon.
Ah. Well, I mean, my character in my icon is indeed wearing a suit. And
Yeah.
my name, the Tortoise Pope, could indeed, like, the Pope kind of wears a suit.
It's a
Wears it-
suit for religion.
It's a religious garb.
Stretch.
You can
Yeah,
like
what-
wear it to a wedding. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's like a uniform.
It's uniform.
You could call it a suit.
Yeah. It occupies the same level of formality as a suit. Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
Oh.
Okay,
Real,
I'll buy that.
real quick, welcome Richard Allen Jones III, who
Yes,
played Blank in our campaign.
We should have had a soundboard.
Oh, playing the Ocean Master himself. And now the God of Savagery himself.
Yeah, the god of
The
the group.
true embodiment of chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Talk about character growth.
Kyle, please continue with what you were saying.
Oh yeah, the question is about how I grew like as a player.
Mhm.
I don't know. I'm not super familiar with D&D, so I was still figuring out the game and like how encounters work, and I think I've gotten a lot more knowledgeable in that regard. I ended up just accepting my character for what it was instead of what I wanted it to be originally, which was like an illusion wizard or like an illusion assassin.
An
And then
arcane
I just
trickster.
ended up, yeah. Well, I know that now. I'll do it next time. Whatever. And I succumbed to just throwing fireballs everywhere, which turned out great. So
I like how
And
you
Grease.
were. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like,
he
Grease.
succumbed to greasing everything.
well,
I like how you
Grease.
played.
how could you not?
I like how you played both a rogue and a wizard, but not an arcane trickster. Before getting,
Yeah.
And I love how you played a rogue and a wizard, and you like didn't want either of the things that you ended up having with those two.
Right. Yeah. Right. I mean, I don't know the
What?
game. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
god.
I'm not-
Yep.
Oh,
Believe it
sorry.
or not.
Yeah.
It's drum corps related. It doesn't matter to you guys.
okay.
Okay.
What happened?
The Mandarins beat the Blue Knights. That's what happened.
Nice.
Really?
Was Wilson sending me Drake memes right now?
Drake memes.
Drake
Did you like my? Did you like
Well,
my
well.
minion?
No,
What?
fuck, it's the worst. Why did you post that? I'm gonna
What
kick
is
your
minion?
ass. Wilson. It's in the Discord.
It's funny, I actually went and saw Shen Yu.
It's Shen
not
Yun,
that
but it's
bad.
Min Yu.
And I also saw the
Oh,
Minions
God.
movie, which was terrible.
Brilliant. It's brilliant. Did you wear a suit?
No, that's
No, I
banned,
didn't.
apparently.
That's
Yeah.
so funny, dude.
Sometimes, yeah.
The
I didn't-
most harmless prank that is making them money.
Oh no!
No, it's
no!
not harmless.
People were like
No,
throwing
like-
bananas at
Yeah, the
green
Oh,
TikTok.
yeah,
It's
that's
like
right.
mosh
That
pitting
part
in
is
front
not
of the theater.
harmless.
Yeah, the TikTok itself is different than like the
Yeah.
wearing suits.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
I'm
not a
gonna use the
good
bathroom. I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
If we why? If we want, we could take another bathroom break right here. Before we go on.
Sure, I guess.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right. We'll be back again in a bit, chat. Yeah. See you later.
Bye.
Alright, I'm back.
I never left.
How's the taco?
Oh, it was really good. I want to go again. The place is open 24/7. So.
Ooh.
And it's on First Street.
Okay.
What the fuck? Man, asshole shooting on fireworks. Anyways,
It happens.
so it was cheap. It's like $1.49 a taco.
Really?
It was the place.
Wow.
I sent a picture of it, Kyle.
Let's
Look,
In the Ballads
I've
chat.
never had a taco like a street taco that wasn't greasy until earlier.
Back.
And you don't realize how much of a game changer no grease on your taco is until you have no grease on your taco.
I kind of
Sounds
like a
like
greasy taco. I don't know.
No,
I don't know how I
no,
feel
no,
about that.
Sounds like a distraction.
Sounds like a taco.
The tortillas were super high quality.
Bro,
The
I've
meat is
discovered
good.
the best Twitter, my new Twitter obsession. Shirts that go hard. The wife of the leader.
Church I've seen in public since 2007.
What is this? Wilson? Wilson, are you okay? Do you need a hug?
It's so good. It's so
That's
good.
pretty good.
It's like a Pizza Hut.
Pizza butt.
Oh my god.
This is what I did on the
That's
floor.
pretty good.
Holy crap. So many good. We put the. These are so good.
Stupid.
These are so good. We
Cut.
put the cult in agriculture.
I don't know.
Why pizza?
Wilson's
Why pizza?
Wilson's popping off.
Yeah, Wilson is popping off.
You know, you can't
So
do the
good.
hug.
He's gonna explode. He's gonna explode.
I'm
You stop prior to explosion, Wilson.
He's already exploding.
Oh my gosh.
What do you type in Twitter to find these?
This is just Shirts That Go Hard is the name of the Twitter account.
No space.
Yeah, but where
It's
can
so
I buy one?
good, dude.
Yeah, but where
Shit,
can I
they
buy
go
it? Where can I get it? I need the cult one. Or no, wait,
Oh,
I'm a
man.
slut for crap.
I'm a slut. Rapper. This one.
That's the
These
one
are
I
so
need.
good.
That's the one actually.
Okay, I take everything back. That's actually quality.
That one
These
does
are
go
so
hard.
good.
Oh.
That's
Yo,
official.
what the fuck are boobs? I'm a sexual learner, by the way.
I definitely think the Joe Rogan,
Joe Rogan one is
podcast.
so
That's
good.
like
Good one.
that's top tier.
That's the
I
good
take
one.
literally everything back because of that.
Mm,
But you didn't. That's the problem.
we gotta.
Unless you went to her grave and smoked crack at her grave, then you can say you smoked crack with Nancy Reagan.
Where is Nancy Reagan buried?
Probably
Is she buried at the Reagan Library?
I don't remember.
She is.
Let's.
Ah.
We have to buy that shirt, all of us, and then go take a picture at the Reagan
Yeah.
on Nancy Reagan's grave.
It's all of us with like a crack pipe.
No.
In a circle.
That would be so
I-
hard. That would be the
Okay.
hardest.
We're not publicly admitting to we're Twitch. We're not Bezos.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah,
listening, we're not
yeah.
publicly admitting.
I'm-
Jeff, this is not.
I'm
This is
not
not
gonna
us.
talk anymore
I'm
about
Jeff.
crack while you're streaming.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can say
There's-
crack and stuff. Just
There's no way I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen if we do that. This idea is dead.
This one is so fucking good, dude.
Which one? I smoked crack. Unsolved mysteries. This one.
Oh no.
I love anime.
It's
Jesus
a
always
meme
comes
art.
first, so turn down the hentai, you turkey.
Are you there, God? It's a meme, Mario.
That's really good.
That one.
The Mario one's really good. The Mario one's good. I agree.
All right.
Hot boy summer.
We all.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Choosy moms choose crack. What?
Harry Potter hates Ohio. So good. Wait, you can buy this one? On Board with the Lord. I need to buy this one actually.
Lord's Gym.
What?
Jesus. Harry Potter does. Who doesn't hate Ohio?
I actually
First thing to do in Ohio, leave.
True.
Dude, okay, have you guys been to Ohio?
There's a reason
I've
people
been
in
to
Ohio.
There's
There's a
Let me
reason
tell you.
people in Ohio fucking go to space instead of being in Ohio.
Okay, let me tell you guys how much
That's
Ohio
true.
sucked. Okay, so when I was there on drum corps tour, we had to walk 1.5 miles from the housing site to get to the place where we were rehearsing. And you know where we were rehearsing?
In a
A fucking
cornfield.
cow field.
Oh,
A place where cows mow,
shit.
like roam and eat grass. And yeah,
Cheetah.
shit, it was clean.
Yeah.
We had to, but it was like tall ass grass. We had to walk through a tunnel. We had to go away because we were in Canton, which is where the Bluecoats are from, and the Bluecoats were there. So we had to like go further away from where they were. It was stupid, and it was just like hot. And all I remember was that it was like green. But it wasn't green. It was green from grass. There wasn't a lot of trees, and it was like rolling
Okay.
hills.
Right. Yeah.
it's
It was
just a
kinda
whole
pretty.
lot of Nothing.
I've
But-
never seen so much green in the galaxy.
Definitely like on the lower tier of states I've been to.
hmm
Can I buy this Lord's Gym t-shirt? Can you imagine rolling up to the gym in this shirt? Incredible. That's incredible.
That would be.
Can we all buy cult and agriculture shirts?
The cult.
I
I want the
actually
Jeffrey
down
Epstein.
If we-
I want-
The
If
Joe
we want,
Rogan one,
if
I
we're
mean.
gonna buy, if we're gonna buy a shirt together from one of these, it has to be a Nancy Reagan one.
and then we have to take a picture over Nancy.
The
We would
Reagan
get,
Library.
and this kids is how I got banned from the Reagan Library for life.
This is why
You
they're
just
still
have to
looking
wear
for
it
you.
under, like, we all have to wear like trench coats and have that underneath, and then just pop it open.
Or just
Right.
a jacket, but yeah.
I think trench coat is more dramatic. I don't know, man.
We have to wear the
true.
glasses so it just looks like we're doing a group Matrix cosplay
Yes,
at the Reagan Museum.
and that's how I got
Oh.
banned from any photo.
Oh no, this one's better. This one's better for the Reagan Library.
Oh no. They're not gonna see Reagan was so committed to gender rights. He even created the first gender-neutral bathroom. His grave.
It doesn't look enough like Seinfeld for me to like say yes.
That's
Yeah,
better.
that's the
I think it's
one.
better than it looks.
I think I disagree because it has to be like
I
if
think-
it was a picture of Seinfeld and that
Yeah,
was the
that would
quote,
be great.
That would be
be
really
great.
funny.
This could be improved. Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Alright. Let's get back to this. Fuck
What?
it. How do we get back
What?
to No,
What?
don't tell me what
These are so good, dude.
Oh my god.
The only
I've
thing
heard somebody
don't-
say that out loud before.
Yeah.
Oh.
This one says professional raw dog.
Yep.
The earth is
Okay, we have to move on. We have
yeah,
to.
we
move
have
on.
to move on. Fuck off, Wilson. Stop posting your shitty shirts.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. What is happening? Can you explain to me what's going on?
Well,
I'm never gonna stop. These shirts are so good.
We gotta just chat ban him so that, or we'll
That's true.
create a new channel for the shirts.
Yeah,
that's
I'll
the real
do
answer.
that.
Shirts. Smoking crack with Nancy.
Okay, player gets chicks. I get bullied at school. Oh my fucking god! All right. So yeah, we.
That's good.
We kind
That
of
one's really good.
the gamer one with Sonic.
Wonder everything.
Okay.
All right, stop.
Okay.
Oh, fucking hell.
I love.
Jesus Christ.
It's so good.
There's so many.
It's a serious
There's so
revenge
many and they're
for
all
everything we
good,
put him
dude.
through.
Okay. I guess now that we're all here, I can ask this question that I have.
Trivia?
What was it?
Was it trivia or a regular question?
This is just a regular question. I'll say if it's trivia.
Trivia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you
It is
gotta trivia.
yeah.
You gotta trivia me right now, just me. Fuck whatever you were gonna do, trivia me right now.
You know what? I'll see how well you can get. We already did two of the three I have.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
see
Hit
how.
me.
I'll
You
see how
have
close
to
you
hit me
get these,
right
yeah.
now.
All right. So, how many episodes was Kyle in?
Ooh, okay. So I know he was in.
I'm gonna count down with my fingers.
Can I look at the number of episodes and like the titles,
You have,
or do I just have to remember?
You have 30 seconds.
You have 10 seconds. You have 10 seconds.
You have 5 seconds now.
Okay,
If you
he's
can-
in. So there's 50, right? He was in.
Yeah.
Yep.
19.
All right. The
It's not
answer
too
was
far.
23.
Okay,
Yeah.
Which I think
that's a
would-
little more than I thought.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I think that's closer than what Samir had. Oh no, that's the
Same.
exact amount.
That's close.
Yeah, I said 27.
Yeah, so that's about 4 away. Samir got that question.
Yeah.
Because you
Okay,
gotta
what's the
get
other
the
question?
closest. The other question is, what percentage of the campaign did Japneet play as Caraway?
Oh, percentage
Yes.
Mhm.
Counting down again.
as Caraway. Does that count when Caraway came back, or
As-
was
yes.
only? Oh,
Yes.
fuck.
As
Okay,
Caraway. 5,
Caraway.
4, 3, 2, 1.
45%.
0. 45%? Did somebody else say 45? Yeah, Wilson also
Yes,
said
but
45.
Kyle got it exactly right. Kyle got it exactly right.
30%.
I want it.
30%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was low to me, too, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean-
I figured it'd be low, but that was, yeah.
Yeah,
It seems about right, but
it's been so long. That was like a year ago.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
exactly.
Dude, I didn't even remember what I did earlier today. How the fuck are you gonna expect me to remember what I did a year ago? Come on.
More than a
You're the
year
one who
long.
wanted trivia. The whole point is
I know, I-
remembering.
I know, I wanted it. You're right,
Yeah,
you're right,
yeah,
you're right,
yeah,
right. Alright, hit us with the third one. Just fuck it. Just go.
The third one I'm gonna save for later.
Fine.
Towards the end. And the screen just shut off. Cool. But the
All right.
question, the normal question I had for everyone, and we kind of like mentioned it a bit here and there, but specifically, what was both your favorite?
Oh.
Favorite. What is both your favorite and least favorite part about your characters? In the case of Wilson, it can be one of the NPCs, or I guess all of them, like the way you ran them. I don't know.
So my favorite. I'm sorry. What was the question?
What was your favorite and least favorite part about your character? It can be something
Should
that
I-
you built on them, or something you didn't get, you didn't role play the way you liked, or
The alcoholism.
just whatever about your character, your favorite thing about your character and your least favorite thing about them.
No, that's my answer for both the question. The alcoholism. The,
The
favorite and the worst.
Fair. Okay, so alcoholism for both, for Samir. What about you, Japneet?
Do I pick one of my characters?
You can
or
do both.
Both of them?
We
or-
can do both.
Okay.
We mentioned both of them throughout
Fair.
this whole thing.
On the shirt.
Caraway, I really liked the backstory and sort of the general vibe of the gunslinger. The worst thing about him was probably just that he didn't like gel too well with the group, especially post Astral Sea. That's why I think their placement was ultimately sort of the good move. And then Timothy, I'd kind of go the opposite, I guess. I thought he worked really well with the group overall, and his attitude was really fun to play. It's just this like pretty much apathetic guy, down for anything. But he was kind of lacking in sort of the personal stakes, kind of by design. But I think that's something could have fleshed out a little bit more.
Yeah,
maybe.
Can I ask a question?
Well, we're gonna all answer this one, but yeah, you can definitely ask one.
Well, yeah, I want to ask Japneet to expand a little bit on that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, so can you repeat what you just said?
Which part?
I just want
to Timothy, or
about Timothy.
Okay, he gelled well with the group in terms of like his attitude and like the general sense of just being down for whatever. Mm-hmm. But he could have had like a bit more emotional stake and investment that.
Yeah. So how did the lack of emotional investment affect how you played Timothy?
That's an interesting question.
Yeah, because that's something I never thought of.
Yeah, I mean, I think it did sort of lend itself to the kind of.
You're just kind of like there.
Well, it sort of lent itself to like the archetype of the character, which was very much this kind of this guy who is just there and looking out for himself and just kind of
right
goes like the path of least resistance. But I would say that there wasn't too much in terms of like a change or an evolution to him. So I kind of played him the same way throughout, which was fun. But yeah, it was not too, it wasn't like super dynamic. I figure at any given point you could pretty much guess what he was going to say or do.
Okay, I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ricky, do you want to be the next to talk?
Sure.
My transition, perfect. Yeah, what was your favorite part about your character and your least favorite part about your character?
Well, this will probably be a little bit of a complicated answer, but there's one very specific thing. I loved being the Ocean Master, but I hated that I wasn't there for when I became the Ocean Master. So I had no basis of understanding what I was doing when I would say anything related to that. And that always annoyed me.
Okay.
But so besides that, I think it was I think the fact that we got that we strayed completely from the original campaign idea and dropped pretty much every storyline. I think that was a benefit for my character, because then I could just really lean into the whole sword thing, and I feel like that was a better plot than the one I came up with. And that was fun. It was just fun walking around and being well, specifically the idea that I had to it became a mini game, having to make you guys bring me kills. That was stupid. I
that was fucking dumb.
I
could say safely
that was stupid.
Yeah, I could say safely.
It did get annoying.
Yeah, it got.
But it was so funny.
Comedically, it was great.
Yeah. So that was funny, but I do think that it was a little bit hollow. I feel like the sword could have been more influential on my character, and that's definitely a little bit on me. I should have allowed the sword to influence my actions, but it's also hard because Wilson's running the sword character, and like that adds like another whole ass character that he's got to worry about. And like, you know, we take
Right.
breaks, blah blah blah. It's hard, it's a pain in the ass. Totally 100% understandable.
Yeah.
And like
Mhm.
you know, at like very early on, like it, my charisma was so high and it didn't even fucking matter anyways.
Yeah.
Right.
It was a hard balance to run.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Between, because taking away agency from a player is not great most of the time.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I guess I'll go next. My favorite part about playing Crete, and I think I've told like Wilson this before. Crete has like a lot of like cool things about him. He design wise, he's pretty. You know, he's like a big minotaur. With, like splintered horns. Raging is fun. I liked the kind of wild surging. All this stuff that he had being like a rune knight. And I will never get over having the chef feat. And just how much that ended up playing into Crete and Theo's character. So I really liked that. And that was just like an offhand decision. It was literally in the creation process, like, it gives me a +1 to con. And I have like a chef thing going. Sure, why not? And I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. Least favorite part. I kind of tried playing Crete. Sometimes like he was like a face of the group, but he's got a -2 charisma.
Yeah, I was gonna
so
say.
it was never like it just wasn't working. And that's mostly on me because charisma ends up being my dump stat with a lot of characters.
Yeah, but to be completely fair, the two characters with charisma in our group were a like notorious criminal and a bloodthirsty maniac.
And
Yeah, just big comment in the background being like,
yeah,
well, maybe we should. Okay. Yeah. Kyle, what about you?
I gotta say, least favorite thing about my character is how different it turned out to be than my original vision. Because I got like pigeonholed into the wizard thing, which we already talked about. That's I should have just had better knowledge of classes and shit, whatever. But
well, if we'd had like a more robust session 0 where you could have kind of communicated the vision for the character, we could have kind of helped you out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right. That was probably partially or mostly my fault because I probably didn't prepare as much as I could have at the beginning, if I remember correctly. It was a while ago.
There were quite a few times you came in and Wilson just gave you spells.
That's part of it as
right.
well.
Yeah. I mean, that's
you weren't super being more involved next time, because I know you wanted to be you did come to us and say like, oh, I want to be a part-time player now.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is like, I mean, I wasn't like, I was fine with that, but it's just like,
that
sad, obviously affects
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, even before that, I think I didn't know how to use the illusion thing well, because I planned to use that in conjunction with like the rogue like aspects of it, and I never got to do that. So that's all right. It's always next time.
Yeah.
I do like the idea of my character. So might be my favorite part, or maybe the name. I do think Spanky Throw is a great name. I love that name.
I think that the insistence was the only bad part. I don't think the name is inherently that bad.
I think the insistence is what made it bearable. To be honest, that's what made it funny.
Okay,
He gave up on it in like
that
one
is what
session.
made it funny.
That would have been.
Yeah,
but it was also the worst part.
Yeah, I should
Our
have
like
said
refusal to acknowledge it in the face of his insistence is what made that entertaining.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got it. You're right.
All right, Wilson.
Ooh, this one's hard.
Yeah, what was your? I guess to word it better, what was your favorite part of an NPC you played, and your least favorite part of an NPC you played? I guess you can do separate characters.
So yeah, I guess I'll say, kind of more broadly, I guess kind of world building the whole Astral Sea thing was pretty fun. The conflict between the Mind Flayers and the Gith and how that all kind of existed. I am interested in kind of running a longer campaign in that. Because I thought it was really cool. And then, yeah, then the least favorite, I guess the Ghost Lord just felt really anticlimactic to me. When we just kind of like happened. And then obviously the session with the invisible, the one that you guys almost TPK'd at, was pretty rough. So it was what it was, though.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Nice. Sick. I guess kind of like a follow-up question, just real quick.
Samir, did Samir answer that one?
Samir went first.
Yeah.
It was alcoholism.
Oh, okay.
For both.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I guess, kind of like a follow-up question. What was like a relationship between your character and another character that you really felt like strong about? Yeah, it can be with like another PC. It can be with an NPC. It could be with an animal. I don't know. It could be with a sword.
I liked the bond I had with Timothy because we were the only two people who actually came from the Astral Sea. We kind of stuck together in a lot of situations. Also, McClunky too. He's a good friend.
Right. Yeah.
Solid. I would probably say, Crete and Caraway kind of had like a bonding where they were like both not really like their bodies weren't their own, and they were like trying to figure things out, and they were like really bonding up till Caraway being switched out. That's why I kind of felt bad that like Caraway was no longer there from like a character, like my character level. I like felt bad that we basically like abandoned Caraway. But yeah.
Yeah, I thought Caraway had a good kind of relationship with Henry, where you know he was kind of seeing him as like an outsider because he's this outlaw. You know, he was like an early one to figure out that he was a wizard.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
That. Okay.
Yeah, all that was cool. And I liked Timothy kind of having this kind of disregard for moral codes that I feel like him and Petra kind of shared sometimes when it came to murder, especially. That was always fun. Like when we like when we decimated the lizard people and then wrote
I wasn't even there
propaganda
for that.
about how it didn't happen.
I was
Yeah,
there
but
for
it
the
was very
propaganda
much in this-
writing. That
Yeah,
Petra was okay with it.
yeah, exactly.
I think there was like a public execution where Petra was killing the guys, And you were there,
Oh,
like,
I
critiquing
remember
his
that.
performance.
I remember
that. That was pretty.
That
Yeah,
was
that's
towards the
right.
end of the campaign. Hilarious.
Yeah. I think one of the things that Petra like connected with, not necessarily like with words, but like in combat, I feel like him and Crete had like the same energy always. Even before he was like obsessed with the sword. Like it was always kind of like the same vibe combatively.
Yeah.
And then if I remember correctly, yeah, I think Petra thinks of you, like would think of you, especially now that he's the god of savagery, but like prior to that even, like the sword became so like ingrained into him. I feel like he would think of you guys in terms of like usefulness. And in terms of usefulness, I think he would like to keep, and like also in terms of like how easy it would be for him to like dispatch you. So in terms of like usefulness, he would want to keep like Henry or Timothy around. But in terms of like hard to dispatch, he would want to keep Crete around. Zach he just liked because Zach was fun to drink with. But like realistically, if he had to end up killing you guys, he was like the one that dies first is Zach.
Looks at Zach drink, like chugging his mug, like, huh? Just gets disintegrated. Kyle.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't really remember having the chance to really like develop a relationship with anyone, partially because of my like part-time nature.
I carried you.
Yeah, I do remember actually. That's true. I do appreciate you carrying my legs around.
That's such a. We're gonna talk about that after this, but yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't just you carried my legs, but you carried me post leg removal.
Yeah.
Right.
It was like Chewbacca and C-3PO in episode 5.
Yeah.
Honorable.
It was exactly like that.
Yeah, honorable mention. Relationship with Henry being like a
relationship with legs.
With legs, yeah, that's
legs.
it. That's it.
Yes.
Relationship with legs.
Yeah, I do remember now. There was a cool dynamic between Caraway and Spanky towards the beginning. It's like the outsiders, but then Caraway left, and then it was like nothing really to fill that gap.
Yeah, but what's his face called you Spanky, so that was a win.
Yeah,
Timothy. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, Timothy.
Right.
Didn't Zach call you Spanky too?
Yeah, because I only knew him
Spanky
first.
Yeah, and then Crete had a talk with me.
Yeah, like listen, guys.
Listen,
but Timothy called him Spanky the whole way through.
Yeah.
For continuity.
For continuity.
No, because he didn't believe in dead naming.
My man.
Looking good.
Watch out. My man.
My man.
You just sound like a soundboard.
My man.
Yeah, it was an episode.
Somebody make a soundboard. Somebody get on that.
Whoever's watching this, do it. I don't care what year it is. Just fucking do it now.
If you're watching this in the future,
yeah,
Milad pulled a gun out. Welcome.
I did. This is a threat to you from 2132. Philip, do it or you're dead.
Yeah, see, by that time, our consciousness will be like combined into one because of science.
Oh yeah.
And what'll happen is because all three, Milad, myself, and Japneet are combined, we'll have all the parts of the gun at the same time. So we'll actually be able to use it.
Yeah. It's true. We become a demigod in the future.
Because we have a gun.
Because we
just one singular gun.
It's just a handgun with like bullets in it. That's it.
Incredible.
It's fantastic. Wilson, what about you?
An artificer, but he literally just invents a handgun.
So I'm sorry, I'm not clear on what the question. So the question, a relationship between two characters?
Yeah, I guess in your case, it's really just any character. Yeah, I guess any character in that case.
So yeah, I mean, I did like the relationship dynamics that developed between, like the party. I guess the sword and like how the party was like. So we all know like some shit's gonna go down, right? Like we're all like everyone kind of was like, yeah, we'll deal with it when we get there, and then you were just like, oh, you didn't know, kind of lost your minds. But it was cool. It was okay. And then I guess, yeah, I mean, I liked the sunflower Crete relationship, and one that I wish we'd dug a little bit more into the Petra Laris relationship. I thought that was starting to bear fruit, but it didn't.
I like that too.
Didn't work out. We didn't like do it as long as I wanted to.
Yeah, we didn't keep the hoe around.
Yeah. Well,
I forgot what their pronouns were. Aren't they they them?
No, it was.
Oh, okay.
He was trans, but he was
him. So I appreciate the fact that you include all this stuff because that's just like literally how it is. But also at the same time, I forget. So like shit, I can barely remember my students. It's hard.
That's
they change their pronouns. It's hard, man.
Yeah. Oh, you're
these people for like 2 years, and they change their pronouns. It's hard.
Didn't you have River? Like a river that changed.
No, I had
their
Lane.
Pronouns? Oh, Lane. That's right.
No,
my dad has a river in one of his finance groups.
The ice cream place that one time.
Serial Experiments Lane, the anime.
Is
that like the bread anime?
No.
Not the bread anime.
Not serial with a C. Serial with like S.
Yeah, like a serial killer.
It's like an experimental anime about like the internet. It's great.
Yeah,
Actually, I think it predates the internet, which is crazy. It basically like predicted the internet wholesale, including like message boards and so forth.
Interesting.
Wow.
I don't know how long you guys want to keep going for. I'm fine.
We can wrap it up after the last trivia question. Perhaps some more clips.
That's what I was gonna say. I'll definitely get to the last trivia question before we end. But I'm guessing in terms of how long we can keep going for, how's everyone feeling like right now?
I just got here.
Work in the morning, so
I mean, we can go for like another 20 minutes if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not really.
I'm good with whatever.
I'm kind of tired, but we can go.
Yeah, I'm good with whatever.
I'll do the trivia question now, just so we don't have to worry about trying to squeeze that in later. Yeah. Okay. We'll do the final trivia question.
All right.
So how we do it, Ricky, is we actually type it into the Twitch chat so that it will appear on stream, but I can also like see it.
Okay. Why are you large, Smooth K?
Me?
That's
Why not?
That implies the existence of a small Smooth K.
Yeah, exactly.
Small rough O.
So for this question, you will only have 10 seconds to come up with an answer. No, fuck off.
Okay.
The prize for this one is the what is it? The Me Likes Me Milk shirt. And I'll even let you pick the color.
That's what Jevney needs it right now.
Yeah, that's true.
So for the first question, it was the Me Likes Me Milk sticker. And for the second one, it was the mug. This one is for the shirt. Whoever gets the closest answer. After the 10-second period, please put in your what your answer is, and if you take too long, you are disqualified.
Okay.
The The timer starts immediately after I say the question.
Brax Knuckles.
Is everyone ready? This one's this one's a big one. I will let you know right now. It is time based. So go ahead and put your answer in like hours, minutes, second format.
Okay.
Okay, that's all I'm giving you. The question is, what is the total runtime of the entire campaign?
Oh shit.
10 seconds starting now. 5 seconds. No, that's fine.
That's my answer.
I didn't tell you the other thing. You're good. Time's up. Put in your answers. Who am I
Mine's
missing?
very low, I think.
Ooh.
No, mine's probably a little higher.
Pretty
Shit.
good. Let me see.
I feel like it's between Japneet and his numbers.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But we might be way overestimating.
No, I don't think
I was
so.
guessing about three hours, a little bit more than 3 hours per episode,
Yeah.
but some of them are like much longer.
Some of them go long.
No, we usually do 4 hours an episode.
It's
Yeah.
usually 4. So
Yeah.
I believe. Okay, yeah, I know who got the closest. So the total runtime, and I have a whole other tab because I had a.
Do you want
tab
to do like
open.
a? Do you want to do like a who was furthest? Who like do it?
Oh,
in, like,
sure,
ranked
yeah,
order?
I'll do that. I'll do
Yeah.
that. I'll be
Yeah,
obnoxious.
Yeah, be obnoxious,
Um,
please. I'm ready.
Who was the furthest away? I think it was. I think that's. Okay, yeah,
Probably.
it's the furthest one away is actually Kyle. Who put
What?
down 250
Oh.
hours.
No way.
Just a bit
Oh.
further away from Wilson.
Yeah, I
Um,
figured.
If I am correct.
Interesting.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, yeah. Wilson is the next furthest away. And the one after that one being fucking who? Hang on, I have to count.
This we can abandon this format if you want.
Yeah, just
No,
have
no, I got it. I
Close
know.
enough.
The next furthest away is Samir.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
Got
All right.
pretty far. This
Now-
it's probably easy to tell, but
The
after
Japneet one.
it was Ricky and then it was Japneet, who got the closest to
you.
the answer, which is a total of 205 hours, 50 minutes, and
Wow.
41 seconds.
All right, I'll take that shirt now. Thank you.
The shirtless man wins a shirt.
I'll ask for your size and even the color you want it in later, but to put that into other
Shall
measures-
receive.
What?
Wait, yeah, because Samir and I tied. Do we both get the sticker?
Well, I already won.
Samir, I'm gonna say Samir gets it because he was like there and he asked it.
I already
Yes,
won
it
the
is.
sticker. Here, I already won the sticker from the first question, so you can give them to Ricky.
Well, no,
No, he was asking about the first
He was
question because
asking
we
for
did
that
the
first
trivia
question.
question again. Yeah.
But to put that fucking number into other measurements, that runtime is a little over 8.5 days long.
Yep.
Jeez.
Great marathon.
Mm-hmm. It's about like 12,350 minutes, 741,041 seconds, and that puts the average episode length to about 4 hours and 5 minutes.
That sounds about right. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
I was initially gonna guess just a flat 200 hours.
Me too.
Yeah,
Before
I
was
had
It
a
was
feeling someone was gonna
exactly.
do
That's
that.
literally what I thought.
I was surprised none
Yeah.
of you did that.
I'm surprised that it was that much further away from 200. That means that we didn't do that many 4 hours, and then that means we did like
The-
half 3 hour session,
Yeah.
and like there was just a lot of
Yeah.
long sessions, or like the occasional lengthy.
I
lower.
believe the
Yeah.
like the longest session and the lowest session The highest one was about 5 hours and 45 minutes, whereas the low one was about like 2 hours and 12 minutes, I believe.
Oh, only 5
Yeah.
hours? I thought for sure we had gone like 6.5 hours.
We got
No
close. We
way.
got close, but we didn't.
No,
we
no,
didn't
no.
get.
We've,
6.5 hours.
Yeah,
That's so long.
I
I
think
know.
maybe counting like before we start and after we end, we could have
And
gone
yeah,
out
post,
long
post
and small.
session
But
discussion.
But that would have meant
Right.
that because we normally start at what 7:30. That would have been meant we would be
7:30
going
and
until
8.
like 8 o'clock.
One.
There
That would
were
have
a
been like
couple.
2:30 a.m. if we were going for 6.5
Yeah.
hours.
There was a couple of times that we got close to ending close to 1 in the morning, especially towards
Yeah.
the beginning. Those ones were the really long ones.
Yeah, we had a couple
Yeah.
of very long ones at the beginning.
Yeah. But yeah, the winners are in order: Samir, Kyle, and Japneet.
Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Let this be a lesson to all the kids out there. If you are ever shirtless, the universe will provide a shirt.
Ask and you
Oh
shall
my
receive.
fucking
That's
God.
Dollywall's law.
No. Dollywall's
Yeah,
law.
Dollywall's law. Put that on a shirt.
I'm pretty sure that's in the
Put that on
Bible
a shirt.
somewhere.
Yeah, that's in the Bible
Jesus
somewhere.
said,
That's
Oh.
not a bad shirt, honestly.
Yeah, this is not a bad
Dolly-
one.
if you're ever
Fuck.
shirtless, the universe will provide a shirt. Dollywall's law.
The universe is always
That's
there to
great.
give a shirt.
That's pretty good.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Jesus
God damn
wept.
it. Yeah, those were the. I have like one or
Jesus
two
walks.
It's true.
Jesus Walks.
more. Jesus
Kanye West.
walks.
Great song. I listened to that today.
If anybody else has their own questions to ask, feel free to ask it. I have like one or two more questions I could ask, but they're not like super fucking important ones.
Okay.
I have like one or two more questions I could ask. Who the fuck? They're not like, who's that?
That's my
Who's
my
that?
speaker. I just put my earbud away.
I thought you were
So,
making fun of me, dude. I was about to cry.
Oh man.
I was about to cry. That's
They're not
funny,
like
dude.
super important ones.
Oh,
I love
last time I streamed.
I love the reaction. Like immediately, it's like, who the fuck?
Real college professor energy.
Yeah.
You making fun
Anyway.
of me? Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Anyway, what was I gonna say? I feel
I like
I
how
had a
Milad's just
question,
wearing a
but-
tie.
Yes, they were too, and then they abandoned me.
I was wearing a suit, so I was
I was
truly embodied
It
the
was.
extreme.
Yeah, I was wearing a
I had to look good. I had to wear the same thing I wore for almost every stream, but also spice it up with a tie.
Tim is gonna make Malad explode by the end of this stream,
Fucking
and I'm
hell,
here
there
for
it
it.
is. There's the-
Oh, Malad, how do you feel about all the hydration you received over the course of the campaign?
Yes.
You feel healthier?
There was definitely a drop off towards the end where
Yeah.
I was not getting as much.
You failed the city.
You have nailed the city.
I'm saving them up for game recommendations.
Definitely do. I have like a new game planned coming up, but aside from
Suggest
that,
Bubsy 3D.
You're gonna suggest
Oh,
a
okay.
fucking furry Nazi porn game.
Can I
Why
have
would
to
you
be able to
say
play it on
that?
stream?
Ooh,
I have
furry
to-
Nazi porn games.
I had to play it. I have to be able to play it on stream. That's like the main
Okay.
thing, and also
No,
not
that's
super
that's
expensive.
never that is never noted in any of the bylaws of
That's
the,
true.
the stream.
It's also not noted about me rejecting it. So
No, you can't reject it. You're the
I
streamer.
can't.
You have to redeem the streamer points. That's how
Wait,
it
is
works.
that-
You
Can
suggest
you
it?
reject it?
I can't. Well, I mean, I can
You
just
can
say
refund.
no. I can refund
Oh.
channel points, but I can also just say no. Get fucked.
No, I'm actually saving up for an end stream.
And
I know you
stream.
I know
Let's
one of you has that
Yeah.
ready, or is
I'm-
getting that
I'm
ready.
halfway there. I'm halfway
I'm
I'm
there.
half-
halfway there too. I spent too many points.
Yeah.
Can we
Can
How
combine?
many is an
can
end
we
stream?
pool points?
100,000.
100,000.
I don't think
I'm
you
not
can.
halfway there.
I don't even know. I don't think you can.
That's
Oh.
lame.
Yeah. Is that your question?
Let's see. What was I getting? That was my question.
Can I end
Let's
stream?
see.
It's 100,000.
This would have been the perfect video to save the end stream for.
I would have been 100% fine doing it for this one.
That would be really good. You're right.
Or like the last episode 50.
Just
fucking,
as soon as we're about to kill the boss, just
no, like 20 minutes in, just fucking. Or just like threaten it. If my character goes down, I will end stream.
that would be so funny.
Oh god, I didn't even think about that gun. Oh.
The gun, put the gun down.
You know how like every stream, like the first 20 minutes is just us talking about stuff.
Yeah.
The moment we start we actually start playing the game is when you end stream.
Just like by the way, yeah.
I don't wanna.
Not in the mood. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have a question for Wilson.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
What will it take for you to let me play an artificer?
The right campaign pitch.
Okay.
Also, like,
Artificer's fun.
I need to read or like understand what the artificer does.
They get a bunch of
you can make magic items for your allies.
Yeah.
Or your
I know that.
You can have a gun.
Yeah.
It's an optional proficiency.
You can have a robot dog.
Yeah.
You can have an Iron Man suit.
You can.
You could have a stealth
Let him be
suit.
an
You could be an alcoholic.
It's
Really?
it's stealth or combat, and you can switch it every short rest.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, no, Samir's like, you can be an alcoholic. And he's like, well, really? The Alchemist is like the worst subclass,
It is
though.
the
Like,
worst one.
No,
of
100%.
it's the worst it's the single worst subclass in the
Oh,
game,
it
I
ended.
think, is the general
Really?
opinion. Yeah,
Really?
that's
Oh,
that
yeah.
I've seen
I
it.
think it's got.
It's you don't
Interesting.
do anything, and all of your stuff is like
Yeah.
random.
Yeah,
That's the
that's
fun.
the thing.
There is like a hard way of like measuring things when it's like random based. Like
You have to like spend the spell slot to get potions that aren't random. That's so weird.
Yeah,
yeah.
you don't just get to make potions.
I think they've got a decent expanded spell list though.
The spell
Not-
list
I think
is
that's the best
not
part.
bad, but
but then they don't.
artificer
They're a
isn't
half.
good enough.
They're a half caster. They don't get extra attack.
Mm. If they're a battle defender, they do.
Yeah, but the
Can I
alchemist
also
doesn't.
play an artificer that their whole bit is they just have a gun?
You could.
That's
you
the,
could-
I have a gun. This is the third time you brought Ultra Lord this week, Sheen.
Ricky, this is the literal gimmick of the artillerist subclass.
Yeah.
Is they
There's
just have a
4
gun.
subclass, and
Dude,
yeah.
I'm so amped.
Yeah, I'm playing an artificer right now for like a
Yeah.
separate campaign my brother's doing.
Yeah, I'm
They're
gonna
a battle
play.
defender.
So we'll have 2 artificers on our team.
We can have an
Oops,
artificer.
all
one shot.
artificers. Oops, all artificers.
Yeah.
That's the name of the campaign.
Yeah.
All artificers. Fantastic.
We'll come up with like drastically different character ideas, but
There's
we'll all be,
there's like a character
mechanically
concept I saw
artificers.
where it was you're a necromancer with the like a steel defender artificer, but you're a necromancer.
Mm.
So your steel defender is like Frankenstein's monster.
Mm.
I thought that was
My
pretty
thought
cool.
was
I
my thought was basically like an armor where you don't have any magic, but you like got like some super magic item stuck in a or like a family heirloom armor maybe that had like a magical item stuck in it, and you don't really know what it does, so you just have to kind of like figure it out, and it just has random spells and stuff.
There's the dumb artificer where you
the
wait
music
until you
engine.
can. So there are two gimmicks to the dumb artificer. Number 1, flash of genius.
Right.
You can add your intelligence modifier to any check made within 30 feet of you as a reaction. This includes if it is negative, so you can nerf someone's intelligence.
Yeah.
Number 2, you can then make yourself a headband of intellect once you hit a certain level, and so you can become smart eventually.
Yeah, that's
Just-
good.
Yeah,
But-
the one I
Is
kind of
that-
have going is it's a battlesmith, and it has the homunculus servant
Mhm.
infusion, and so it's kind of like directing two creatures at once to go do whatever, and it's kind of like a what was it, a summoner light
Mm.
kind of thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Summoner
I'll-
subclasses make me want to die though.
Yeah. Music stopped, by the way.
Yeah,
It did, but I
think
figured
we're
we're
gonna
about
be
to
done.
end.
No, anyways, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. If that's everything, we can call it right here. Is there anything else you guys want to mention, or I don't know, anything you guys just want to say before I end it?
Thanks for watching all the way up
Um,
until this point. 50
Yeah.
plus episodes.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah.
so much for watching.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
surprised that we did the whole thing, but I'm really fucking glad that we're done. Because I am
Yeah.
so fucking tired of 5e at this point. Because that's all we did for over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I'm looking forward to. I would like to come back eventually, but I'm looking forward to something else for a while.
Please.
I have some
Cthulhu.
Star Trek ideas.
Ooh, I do want to play Star Trek again.
Mm.
It's been a while.
I could be down for the trek.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get back to
Maybe
Mouse
something
Ritter too.
like a more of a multi-session adventure
Multi-session
in
trek.
Star Trek. Mhm.
We should get
Okay.
back to Mouse Ritter as well at some point.
How about
Yes.
I'm still
I'm
always,
House Ritter?
down for the mouse.
I'm always
Down
down
for
for
the
the
I think
Pathfinder.
Call of Cthulhu.
Call
I
of
would like to
Cthulhu
do.
Pathfinder is
is
probably the next
occurring.
one.
Yeah.
I'm also hoping we can do Strixhaven at some point.
Ooh,
Whatever
yeah.
system that is.
I think that's
Hmm.
just D.
Well, no,
5e.
whatever system. Well, we'll do that, but
Oh,
if we're doing
then
another system,
got it.
then
Yeah.
I'll just have it be. It's like Strixhaven is good because you can do very episodic, like games in it. It's just like, oh, today in class we're gonna do this.
Yeah, I think if we're thinking of like Magic School, I kind of want to try Kids on Brooms. That I like that system. It's a lot more simple, basic, but it's neat. But I'm also always down for Pathfinder.
Yeah, I think that could be good.
Mm.
If we want to do Pathfinder, I'd be down for Pathfinder. I enjoy the occasional Pathfinder.
I would be down to
Okay.
find some paths if Chapneat wants to
Yeah.
run.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
Jeff needs
definitely.
available to discover some paths.
Well,
I think I should be available to discover.
should
some
the
paths.
DM in Pathfinder be called the Pathmaker?
Yes.
The players are the ones
Look,
making
the
the path.
Pathfinder.
You're just
Well,
more of a-
no,
you're more of a
no.
path-
You're the
More
one
of a
who
path
makes the
guide.
paths. You're the one who makes the paths. The players are the ones who go off the path.
That's true.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's fair.
Almost guaranteed to go off the path.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Anything else you guys want to say?
We will see you guys at the next camp. Next D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah, next time.
Yeah.
Next, whatever we decide to stream.
Yeah.
Next
If we decide
pain.
to stream.
Yeah.
Next time.
If we
baby.
decide to stream.
Yeah, true.
All right.
Oh,
Never
shit.
decide to stream ever.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, fuck society. We're gonna no stream year.
Ever.
All
We're gonna
right.
hold Milad's computer hostage.
No, I need it for literally everything. Fuck. All right.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Bye.
But yeah.
For last time.
Okay.
Bye.
These fucking guys. These fucking guys. I don't know what he's talking about right now. I saw his mouth move. My tie. It stayed on the entire time. Yeah, that's been this little podcast AMA thing that we're doing post campaign. There's obviously a lot of other stuff that we never like got to or never talked about. And it's just such a big campaign that like even after like was it 3.5 hours, we're still like not even close to talking about all the stuff that's happened, even like the meaningful stuff. Is there some other stuff that or other parts of the campaign that we never even mentioned? You know, but we got a good amount of the big stuff out of the way. I did the trivia questions, which I think they liked. I'm happy if they did. I got like 3 of my 5 questions I wrote down. Like I got to ask them. The other question I had was our thoughts about the homebrew rules and like a class/subclass review. Since we all had a different one. But yeah, we didn't go through many of the clips either, which I'm actually completely fine with. I did not put as much thought into this, because some of them I had to download and that would take days because of how long they are. Not actually, but they just take forever and it's a lot of space. But I also just had that there to kind of help fill in some like dead space, but we had a lot to talk about. If I do what I was originally planning, I will be posting this to YouTube. I'm not sure if I'll be time-stamping it. I might time-stamp it, but I should be posting this to YouTube, probably in the same playlist as the actual campaign. So look forward to seeing this on sometime, uploaded sometime on YouTube. And yeah, next stream, if things are going as planned, I should be tomorrow at 6 p.m. PST. I believe I'm playing more Monster Prom. I think this one's technically Monster Camp. I don't know, it's the one at camp. I should be playing more Monster Camp with Jake and Julie. They haven't responded. So I don't know if they are good when I asked them for playing. So I'm not 100% sure on that yet, but yeah, possibly next. Possibly next stream is tomorrow. If not then it'd be Thursday. Same time, same channel. A good way of keeping track of when I go live and when I'm playing, though, is to check me out on my YouTube socials and Discord. Socials and Discord is where I post that stuff to specifically, and YouTube is where I'll be posting this video to, time-stamped, and it's also where you can watch the entirety of our D&D campaign. It's all up on there. A good amount of them are time-stamped. And yeah, go ahead and check that stuff out, along with the merch store, which has the stuff that I'm going to be giving these guys eventually. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. We are going to raid someone. It's a big day, big night. So yeah, we'll raid somebody. What should we do? Actually, let's do the D&D channels. See who's still on. Ugh. Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, so much less people watching here. This one. Yeah, we'll do this. Why not? Start raid. Alright, perfect. Yeah, we're gonna call it here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye. I love you guys. Good night, and be nice to the raider.